Heyo everybody, welcome back. What is up? Let's get this rolling. We're gonna be running around the Borderlands, talking about some balanced stuff, and maybe looking at some theory crafting tonight, as well as doing our regular gold giveaways. I am Pseudo, strap in for a night of fun. This is a class no one plays, and let's get this rolling, shall we? Hopefully you are easing into your fall months. Hopefully you are having a good time. Hopefully I'm not muted. I checked it about 8 times before this stream, but let's switch over to our stream setup. Looks good, sounds good. Not dropping too many frames. Let's see if that continues. I screwed around with some camera stuff, and computers are magic, but looks like it's good. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. I am Pseudo. Doing some trivia tonight as well. I'm actually pretty excited about that. Got a trivia question for you guys and doing some RNG giveaways, so feel free to hop in, hang out, and win some money, or just jump in with us as we're roaming around the Borderlands. I'm also might try some PvP, because I'm curious to see if the spear staff nerf on warrior was as bad as everyone, you know, as it looked on paper. Let's double check this on YouTube and Twitch, make sure it looks good, sounds good while we take this camp. But yeah, I stream Monday, Wednesday, and sometimes Friday, even if it's a slow week. Guild Wars 2, and we're gonna get this going. Okay, it looks good. All right, we're good. Sick. No little fallacies for Sergio to point out this time. Too bad, but don't worry, there will be giveaways. So if you're new here, or if you don't know how this showed up in your feed, welcome back. I am Pseudo. Lots of rock music. This is Fable. Excellent cover of anything. And if you want to know more about like how to play this game or how to get started, just feel free to ask in the comments or just join us. Our community is super chill, and we do lots of giveaways every Monday, if not sooner. We might actually be doing a larger giveaway. I've got to like finish coordinating that with some people, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Let's make sure Twitch is being all right. Twitch is being weird on my end. There we go. Now it's good. It'll add things. All right, cool. Good stuff. Get this rolling here. YouTube TV, no thank you. I have to say no thanks. Sorry. Not paying for another subscription service. But YouTube TV's an okay deal. It's not the best. They've definitely increased the price since it came out, unfortunately. It's kind of pricey. Alrighty. Not late. Looks good. Awesome. But yeah, in preparation for the Selly nerf next week, we'll be going over some options for people who are going to be Celestial Refugees. That may be Wednesday's topic. I might go into that a little bit more in depth. And we'll give you guys something to play. Don't worry, I think Celestial's still going to be pretty good. Nice, Geode. Welcome back. I got to the gym super late, and I didn't have time to do my full workout, so I swapped my days. Today was like cardio for me, and tomorrow will be my arm day. It's just as well. I was kind of sore from yesterday, and then I'll take my break day on Wednesday or something. But congrats, dog. That's awesome. I'm glad you are putting points into your own skill tree. That's a very important skill that they really should teach in school, in my opinion, anyway. We had a bunch of what's it called? Getting to the gym is the important part. Yeah, you know, yes and no. You know. Some people go to the gym and just talk, which I get. Social aspect, definitely a thing. We had a couple people follow the break, Wiccan players, as well as unknown user, which is, if you have that username, or if that's just an error on Twitch's part, congrats. That's cool. It's a pretty badass Twitch name, honestly. So thanks, guys, and welcome. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. And I've been trying to, I have a couple little mini events, so if you are on the YouTube side of things, stay tuned. I have a couple little interactive things that I think I want to try. Hey Gibbs, what's up? Glad you can watch. Welcome back, dude. Sorry I couldn't play on Friday. I was drained from the week. I've been trying to multitask, and it just ends up, can't do everything. But I have a couple little interactive things that are going to be coming up on the YouTube channel, so stay tuned for those. I hope to try to come up with... I've been like throwing around ideas on how to engage the actual community more, and I think these are good options, so it's going to be fun. But yeah, if you didn't know, the Celestial Gear nerf patch hopefully is going through on October 8th. I have every confidence they can cap this century, and that's going to really shake things up for World vs. World. I'm super excited about it, actually, even though I started off when they put the Once Upon a Time back in, you know, when I was a wee lad. Of 20 or 30 years old instead of 30 or 40 years old. I played a crap load of Condi Mesmer, chat, and I want to emphasize this. Celestial Gear is just like the best gear. Like, I'm all about, like, fighting gatekeeping on this channel, and when they made that change, I was thinking about this earlier today, there were a bunch of people who were like, no, it's not that good. It's like, bro, it's that good. It's, even on power class, it's that good. It's just the gear. There's a reason it's not in PvP, and every time they put it back in PvP, they just instantly remove it a season later. It's that good. But that aside, like, I can understand why some people might make that argument on certain power classes, especially things like Warrior that really didn't have a lot of healing power scaling for a really long time, or boons for that matter. So I kind of get that, right? And when they put that gear in the game, I was super excited because I played nothing but Connie Mirage. But it turns out, even if you play nothing but Connie Mirage, everything you're fighting, also being tankier, kind of sucks to fight. So Celestial Gear, brief aside before we get into trivia and giveaways and stuff, really killed build crafting for a really long time for me. It's one of the two things, other than the Daring Dragon nerf, that got me I was talking to one of my officers about this. They were saying, how are you still playing the game, right? Like, because people come in, they duck back into the game, they check it out, they duck out. And I was like, he asked me, you know, what keeps you going? And I was like, well, there are a couple of things that almost made me quit the game, right? Celestial Gear getting concentration and expertise, despite, you know, that on paper being like, oh yeah, I can run whatever now. That, like, kind of killed build crafting for me. Because World vs. World was kind of the last bastion of that for me, right? And the other thing is when things like, you know, DD or another build I've been playing for a really long time, like the playstyle just gets yoinked. There were a couple traits on Mesmer that got changed fundamentally, and I wasn't a huge fan of that either. Those got yoked pretty hard, and I was like, well, that sucks, but you can adapt. But when the thing that you like, in my case, build crafting or sitting in the build editor, is just, like, not fun anymore because it's a mental exercise, it's almost like my Sudoku more than anything else, you know, that's when I was, like, really close to being like, okay, I need to put this down for, like, a little bit because there's no point. Like, I can min-max a Diviner's Trailblazer's gear, you know, Mesmer to shit to try to get the boon duration, but it doesn't matter. Sully's just going to be better. I was looking at that earlier today. I was saying, like, can you, like, jank quasi-Selly? And yeah, you can, but it's, like, way jankier and way worse. So, there are things you will be able to play. They just won't do everything anymore, which is good. And that's good for the game, too. But let's check this, make sure it looks good, sounds good, see if this green Zerg's gonna, like, come try to kill me. What are you guys doing? Wonder if we can get our Zerg to fight them. What color are we? Oh my god, we're red? Sick. One thing that Geo re-gym stuff that I was actually struggling with for a really long time, even pre-COVID, was chat, if you can't afford a gym membership, also just don't afford a gym membership, but if you have looked into it and you're like, I don't want to pay, you know, hundreds of dollars a month or whatever, see if your insurance has a subsidy program, because there's a good chance it might, because the insurance, a lot of them would rather pay for you to be healthy and work on yourself than to pay for a coronary bypass or, you know, something like that, because one of those two things is more expensive than the other. So definitely check that out if you have any indication or inclination of checking out like a gym in the future. But what Geode said, you got back in the gym and getting there's the hardest part. For a really long time, I was just going to the gym and I was only able to get there for an hour. Hey, Maddie, what's up? And maybe you can empathize with this. And I was, you know, driving half an hour to get there, working out for an hour, and driving back. And then I was like, you know, this is a waste of my money and time because I can't get here. So I just ended up buying a bunch of my home stuff. Yeah, it's a slow day. It's a slow day. I mean, it's the third week of any release, right, Maddie? People jump in and jump out. It's good. This is here for people who want to win money and, you know, Sergio who may or may not want to show off their skins. It's just good. And I want to do a little bit of talking about build crafting and whatnot. Maybe my thumbnail wasn't clickbaity enough. I don't know. But I'm trying to think of anything that I need to shout out. Specifically, bag slots are going away. I've had a bunch of people actually asking about the how to craft legendaries thing. So thank you for that. Please keep those questions coming. I've been talking with people in-game. Like, if they have questions, you know, when's the best time to craft or list, or this is my first legendary and I'm really, you know, scared about, like, listing this because I don't have a lot of money, so feel free to ask me those questions in the comments, or if you can just mail me. And we had a couple people apply to the guild as well, so hopefully you got my mail and I can get you in as soon as possible. Welcome, guys. Some gyms overtime would be more expensive, but like, I don't know, man. My the one I go to, even if you pay the full price, is like. So here's some useless marketing knowledge for you, Gibbs. Once upon a time, and this is sort of how everything's a flat circle, like history is a flat circle. Once upon a time, gym memberships were $500 a year, right? You know, even adjusting for inflation is a flat fee, $500 a year. And then Planet Fitness came along. This is back before streaming services also did this, basically. And they realized no one wanted to pay for that. So Planet Fitness did this thing. First off, they have the really low intro, like $1 to join rate, which is artificial and fake, but everybody does that, right? And that's a separate thing. They came along, and they were like, you know, no one wants to pay $300 because that's a big barrier to entry, and anyone just who signs up ends up not renewing it at the end of the year. That's tough. So Planet Fitness flipped it on its head, and they were like, well, you can pay us, you know, $8 a month or whatever. Because no one's gonna cancel $8 a month, like the subscription model, right? And that was actually the start of the subscription model before things like Netflix co-opted it. Fun fact. And now everybody does it. But also now that that's not working, we've actually come full circle, and places are just starting to charge discounted rates per year. So, you know, learn from history. It ebbs and flows. History is a flat circle, etc., etc., etc. Just weird marketing crap. Also, PSA chat, I should have actually put this at the beginning of the video. Just about everybody I know, whether it's for work or if you have a personal account or anything like this, more useless marketing knowledge, but this is actually important, got hit with a, if you have a Gmail, got hit with a phishing attack of some sort this week, so don't open it. Don't open any attachments, obviously. I know this is self-explanatory stuff, but don't do it. Don't worry, they didn't drive by your house and take pictures of it. They're not threatening you. It's a bit, you know, it's all spam bots. They just email whoever, try to get as much info as they can from as many people. It's probably a Google vulnerability that they'll patch. I've been dealing with that like so much specifically today, but like all last week for work as well, so. Hole in the wall downtown, charge you 60 per month. Yeah, but that's 60 Canadian though, so that's like $4 real money. I mean, that's fair, Maddie. I'm part of this sort of network thing, like I was mentioning, for my my insurance. And what they do is there's this flat subsidy that you pay like $30 a month or whatever it is, partially because I'm poor. And then you can go to a whole bunch of different places. You just have to go through like the setup process at each different place that are part of the network. It's called Blue 365. If you live in the US and have any type of like insurance, I highly recommend checking that out. It's super good. Yeah, it's nuts, Gibbs, and people just don't know. Like, I had a couple of my relatives email me and be like, you know, is this a scam? So at least they asked, right? You know, it's good. If you don't know, ask your IT guy, ask your IT kid. But it's, yeah, when they attach that emotional component and it's coming to your email, you're like, oh, what did I sign up for? Did this guy die? This poor guy. What's going on? I think they died to the camp. I feel a little bad. Kinda want to let them live, but I don't want them to take my tower. I want to take the tower. Yeah, it's nuts. I keep warning people, no one was ready for the apocalypse to just be like stupid things, so get ready, chat. It's gonna get weird before it gets better. It's gonna get weirder before it gets even better. But we've got the Sally patch coming up next week. We'll see if they adjusted anything else, reveal duration, celestial stuff, based on feedback. Hopefully not. Hopefully they don't chicken out and they put it through. That's just my 2 cents. That'll be next week, October 8th. And we have the Halloween festival, I think, coming soon as well, if not the 8th, which is kind of exciting. So lab farm it up, guys. It's gonna be fun. And I believe there's the non-binary school person skirt coming. I think that's in the gem store next week as far as Shaman's previews. Oh, and Sergio didn't do anything, Maddie. Sergio's one of... If it's not Sergio, it's you who's usually the first to show up. It's kind of cute. You guys are my homies. Ah. All maps queued, really? Goddamn. Maybe it's not as slow as I thought. Yeah, your open world Selly will be fine. It's just world versus world. They developed specific tech to split it, which I'm really interested if they're going to do other gear gids. So they will be removing concentration. They'll be removing Celestial off of no, they'll be removing concentration and expertise off of Celestial gear starting next week, but it should be fine in PvE. So all of Lord Hyzen's builds still be a-okay. Here for ab picks. I don't know. You know the price on that Enigma. That hasn't changed. In fact, with the artificial inflation, that's gone up. It's now $10,000 instead of whatever I priced that at. Enigma is one of our officers, Meta. He's one of the people that's helped us out for a really long time. Through thick and thin, he's been in the guild, so... He's an enormous troll, but he's also a good dude. So give him some props. Oh, Enigma, if you're looking for people to pal around with, I know neither of us have friends anymore, but, or maybe that's just me. Both Kivia and Tay and Kaiben's actually been playing, but Kivia and Tay are both sort of back, so it's gonna be fun. As a helpful pro, alright, fine. He's a huge troll and don't listen to anything he says. Alright, the last days of perma-stealth Deadeye. See how this goes. You want to fight? I know I hit him. There he is. Nice. Zigzag. Well done, sir. He's gonna rally off the forest spider. I didn't think it was a veteran. Cool. What's up, Gremini? How are you? How are things? How are your things? Hopefully you're well. I actually jumped into... We got raided last week by Lord Hyzen and Emmy, and I've been trying to poke my head into other people's streams a little bit more. And... Unless people are gonna hate it, like, tell me now if you guys don't want it, but I think I'm gonna grab that Regions of Tyria Lich HUD add-on that he had. It's really pretty, and it works for World versus World, and it just kind of does like the God of War style, like, fade-in titles. It's very, very, very cool. So I think I'm gonna grab that for the streams, and maybe by Wednesday. The song ticker overlay that I was trying, I don't know if it's gonna... I might have to start a separate instance of Winamp for it. But that should work as well. It's pretty nice to have. I just think it'd be a fun stream interaction because no one knows what World versus World is, right? So it might make it a little bit more up to date and user friendly. Yeah. I don't have to worry about that. Y'all are smart. No one will ask. Fire X green, 30 to 40. That sounds threatening. What's up, Kate? Thank you, thank you. How are your speed runs going? Hopefully they are going well. All right, Zigzag, you and me, buddy. Taking the hardest fucking tower in the game. Let's go. All right, 9 minutes. 9 minutes till first giveaway. Be good. Sick. Hit it. Yeah, you can kata over the wall, but you have to full charge it, homie. What is World versus World? It's like giant PvP with no balance, Maddie. It's great. They're not. I didn't realize you had to, you probably got the pieces of the woad armor you wanted, right? Like, I unlocked a couple of them, but I was like, yeah, dead game mode, we're just like queued on every map, right? I didn't realize that it was not only per piece, it was per weight for the woad armor, so you need like 18 boxes or something crazy, which is kind of, I don't know, that's, I guess, one way of doing non-repeatable content. Seems like a lot, but I'll get it eventually. Just, I opened that today and I was like, oh, it's gonna be a bit. Oh, man. For the special astral thing, I don't know. I have no idea. I literally don't know. Chat will be able to answer that better than I can, Enigma. Maybe it's all 6 of, maybe it's all 6 of one weight will do it. If you tell me what the achievement is, I can look it up. I think this might be down. Let's see if this rock hits. Yeah, it's down. Alright, sick. Did not see that. I have no insight. Yeah, it's who was I talking to? I think this came up when Hyzen was trying to do reset night, which I might move our reset, like our world versus world night, from Friday, honestly, or just move it like hours after reset because it's just unplayable. And it's under special astral acclaim. I would assume that's just 6 pieces of one weight. But I know that the actual world versus world, the woad one, which I think you only get from the competitive options, I could be wrong about that, only unlock 1 per box, so you have to do it 18 times, which might be an oversight, and it also might just be ANET doing ANET things. So who knows, really? I'm not sure. Nice, dude. I've seen a lot of people finishing their legendaries this week. Been pretty good. Oh my god, Dragon Trigger looked like it did damage there. Armor sets, correct, 1 per box, yeah. I would assume that the not, like, whatever, it's not prismatic, not woad one, the third one would be the easiest, but I also, other than existing in the Janthier Wilds maps, which are fun, don't get me wrong, I think they're really good. Very briefly, I haven't spent much time there. It's kind of like Maddie said, and when I was talking to Hyzen, the reward for World vs. World is playing the game mode. It's fun. It's still not the most profitable if there's not a rush on. So I was like, get in here for the rush last week. Where's Zigzag guy? Titan plate is 30G per piece. I didn't know you could craft the woad, actually. I thought people were complaining about that on the Reddits. I thought it was literally only competitive, but clearly not. Shows how much I checked. Okay, so it was only World vs. World, and then they changed it. That's what I thought, Sergio. Or whatever it is, yeah, the second part. I like Zigzag. It's making... Zigzag, are you a stream bro? It's making it work. Those are pretty fast to complete, though, Gibbs. I remember people actually used to farm Bloodstone Fen for keys before they took that out of map completion. I think Bloodstone Fen actually takes like 3 minutes to map complete. Vision's not that bad either. It was either Enigma or someone else who was asking me. I think oh no, it was my friend Kivia who jumped in here a couple times. I was helping him round out what he needed for Vision now. Yeah, even faster with mounts. Sick. All right. Get some Amaranth rocking. I'm sad, chat. All my rock bands are gonna get old and retire. Although maybe not. To be fair, like, Disturbed is still making music, and they're probably gonna do that till they're 80. So. That's pretty good. Oh, man. But how are you guys doing? Are you panicking because of the Celestial change? Again, this Bladesworn build, yeah, obviously it is a trash can, but if you want something viable, the Berserker build that I'm editing up will be quite easy to play, and it doesn't run Celestial gear, so you'll definitely have options. But are you guys panicking? Is there anything you have Celestial gear on that you're needing Theorycraft advice? More than happy to help with that. Oh, okay, Gibbs. That makes more sense. Yeah, I definitely think it's for the better. Like, I still don't know what I'm going to run on my Condi Mirage Geode, but, like, I'm more excited to even try to Theorycraft something like a Condi Berserker or a Condi Mirage or even, like, an Elementalist that's really gonna get hit from the Celestial change now than I was before. My monitor just shut off. That's cool. Okay, we're back. Don't worry about it, gremlins. I'm just going to chalk that up to a low-flying alien spaceship. Thanks, Google. Help, chat. They hacked my monitor. No, I think it'll definitely be for the better as far as the Celestial change goes. I understand that a lot of people, it's very easy, but don't despair. Your PvE builds will be fine, and I do think that the classes that are sort of, if this makes any sense, chat, before we get our trivia question rolling, the classes that are meant to be able to utilize Celestial gear, or meant to in quotes, like Engineer or Elementalist realistically, or Firebrand with the healing power and the toughness, I think will still be just fine with Celestial gear, and then you'll be able to throw on some like leadership runes or some surging runes or whatever to get your boon duration. The biggest thing for me will you will have to make a choice between speccing into boon duration or condition duration, because really the only stat that has both is Ritualist, and Ritualist sucks. So it's at least in terms of survivability, because it's, well, yes and no, I guess. It has a bunch of vitality, but that notwithstanding, Ritualist kind of sucks for World versus World, although I might try it. We'll see. It'll be okay. Plague Doctor doesn't have expertise. It only has concentration. It has condition damage and concentration. It's super weird. I think. I could be wrong about that. Let me check. I don't want to give false information. I know that there's the one that has concentration and precision. Plague Doctor. Yeah, it doesn't have expertise. They were really reticent for a really long time to put a concentration expertise stat in the game at all, because it's something that other I hate this term, content creators bring up occasionally, where condition damage you only have to spec into two stats in quotes, whereas something like power you have to do power, precision, ferocity these days. So they were really reticent to put concentration expertise on a Condi stat at all, because that would just make it like better, at least for PvE, than a lot of the PvE, like the existing diviners and whatnot. What up? Have I played Remnant 2? I have played Remnant 1, and I have watched people play Remnant 2. What's up, Silhouette? How are you doing? I'm halfway through editing our 3 hours of content that we recorded, and also have some people lined up for the sequel, so it's gonna be good. But yeah, it's weird that Celestial gear was actually the first stat set to have concentration and expertise on it, that I know of. It's like, if that isn't a testament to like, oh man, maybe this is a little OP. We'll see. You've never brought it up? You've never brought Where's the Video up, or you've never brought up Remnant 2? Who's scheduled for the sequel? I have some people penciled in for the sequel, Maddie. I wanted to... Are there new amulets for PvP? I think some warriors have gotten tankier and my worldbender's gotten worse. Check I mean, there's 2 new amulets. If you want to play support warrior in PvE or PvP, you could... They introduced Heretic and Tyrant is the Condi one, and Heretic is the healing power toughness one. Although support warrior kind of sucks now that they nerfed it. But yeah, there's a couple new amulets. What Maddie said. Yeah, I have this series that I'm working on about, like, what do you love about Guild Wars 2, and I really wanted to get 2 episodes up at the same time, which means I had to record 2 and have been edited through it. And spoilers, Silhouette was the nicest one. Never brought up stat thing. Okay, well, other people. I guess I should say some other content creators. It's weird how they balance, you know, stats based on what's available, right? But re-railing a little bit, what Maddie said. And Silhouette was nicest to do this first episode with no promise of any return with me about what do you love about Guild Wars 2. It's basically just going to be me running around with people, having them share a little bit of what they like doing, why they like doing it, and similar thing vice versa, if I can browbeat them into doing it. So, is what it is. I've invited you on a bunch, Enigma. Like years ago, I also invited Tay, and he keeps just saying I haven't. You can behave. We might, we could do a little raid thing. You're an authority on raids. You can see how those stack up. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on Cirrus CM if and when you get around to doing that, because I still haven't. Harvest Temple CM was enough of a slog for me. But yeah, I wanted to have 2 episodes up just so I could like be like, here's one, right into the other, here's the, you know, here's the next one, feed right into it. And what I really wanted to do, was, and I don't know if there's any way I could do this, partially because it would still be my editing style, but what I really wanted to do, ideally in a, you know, unique, ubiquitous marketing world, was have, actually have those videos on their channels, because I thought that would be like, okay, a good way to like ping pong people around from like, excuse me, to different content creators. Be like, hey, you enjoyed this one, you know, the common thread is still me, but it would be like, hey, here's like Silhouette's thing, you know, what he likes on his channel, then like forward it over to, I don't know, just like, you know, content creator B or content creator C. But again, that would necessitate all those being done, all of the editing being done at the same time, or me doing them in batches. So, we 1v1 in a sense. I think we 1v1 in DPS and you carry my dumbass. It's good. It's good. Let's see if we own this. Take this with these catmanders. I like that idea. What is the plan for the new raid wing? I have none. Thank you, Enigma, for the follow. Appreciated. There is no plan because I don't know people's availability. A lot of them are just sort of hopping back into the game. The people that I had penciled in for the raid, Maddie, you're on the list. I think I'm missing 3 spots. Again, the CM does not come out with the new raid wing. How we did it before was when we had Slade leading the raid group, we would just do raids like twice a week and we would full clear everything. We won't be doing that. If anything, we'll be doing it twice a week just till we get it down, and then we'll just be like, which hopefully won't be too bad, even with the nerf to Res Scourge, and then we'll just be like doing it once a week and maybe clearing some of the other raids that people like are missing or have, you know, want to get done for loot, stuff like that. Whatever people are really feeling, but we'll probably just be going once a week because, you know, people have lives and kids, and I theoretically have a job somewhere in there that I have to do, so it's good. It's good. That's gonna be an experience. I mean, Silhouette, something I would actually... That's a really good angle, I feel like, for you, because that's something that people... How do I phrase this without being cynical? ArenaNet does a really good job of putting, at least recently, of communicating and at least what they're doing and putting new content into the game, right? Also, we're back up to 500 members, which means I've got to kick a bunch of people, but congrats, guys. Kick AFK people, to be clear. ArenaNet's doing a much better job of like communicating what they're doing and not putting a hat on a hat, which again deserves commendation. I don't have any alts in the guild, Enigma, and the one I do you can't kick. That's for security reasons. But good luck. What was I gonna say? Actually, I think I have 2. You might be right. Shoot. I'll check that. They could be the ones that I remove. I think I was using them for guild hall stuff. Anyway, sorry. And they're doing a lot better at communicating what they're doing, right? What they're not doing well at, and what they still haven't done, is reinforcing the systems for how players interact in the game. And if you looked at it from more of a just like, here's my experience with pugging, and like, you know, were the pugs nice? Were they assholes? Were they, you know, what's the pros and cons of trying to pug a new content like this? I think that would be a really good angle for your channel, Silhouette. I would actually watch the shit out of that video, even more than I already try to keep an eye on your stuff. That'd be something I think you could give really good feedback on, because something I really want ArenaNet to do more of is have systems like the guild panel, have systems for communication between homesteads, like a homestead chat, you know, reinforce the secondary systems that are in the game in terms of like how the players interact, because they have all this cool content. They'll do things like, oh, spend like $1 million, you know, not $1 million of development hour, but like close enough, right? In development budget of creating something like homesteads, and then they do nothing for like how the players who are using homesteads interact, and they don't meaningfully update that in any way. And it's like, bro, what are you doing? The game's called Guild Wars, right? It's just weird. I think that'd be a really cool angle, but don't listen to me. I just do stuff. I just work here, except without getting paid. All right, chat, we got some trivia. We're overdue. So get your trivia hats on. You gotta be followed on Twitch. You just not have to exist on YouTube, but thank you if you are. To enter this, it's just how the bot works. And our trivia question for tonight, double checking my brain to make sure that this is the... Yes, unless I am wrong. So here's our trivia question, chat. You ready? Take a breath, get a drink, grab your kids, hide your wife. This is for 25 gold. What is the only class in Guild Wars 2, exclamation point, the profession, that, without Relic of the Warrior, only class in Guild Wars 2, or only profession, without Relic of the Warrior, and this is including specializations. What is the only profession in Guild Wars 2, without Relic of the Warrior, that can't utilize 4 different on-swap sigils every less than 10 seconds? So, for example, obviously the answer is not Warrior, but Warrior has access to a trait called Fast Hands. It makes their weapon swap 5 seconds instead of 10. That lets them trigger all 4 weapon swap sigils if they have different ones every 10 seconds. So what is the only class that cannot do that? Oh, I should mention also, Geode has a point. It is not elementalist or engineer, because they only have access to one weapon set. So it is not warrior, it is not elementalist, it is not engineer. What is the only profession in Guild Wars 2 that, without Relic of the Warrior, cannot access 4 on-swap sigils faster than every 10 or faster than every 20 seconds, basically? Think carefully. And I'm pretty sure this is true. The answer may surprise you. Oh, and thank you, Keko. Appreciate the follow. Dang, Sergio's helping out the Zerg. Let's go. Ooh, what's up there? Food? But yeah, type exclamation point your answer in chat. You can change it. You're welcome to enter something now. Again, if you don't know, you have a 1 in 6 chance of winning. So just type something, and that'll be for 25 gold, and that's our first giveaway of the night. Cannot. Correct. So this is including specializations. What is the only class in Guild Wars 2, or profession, or whatever we're calling them, that cannot use 4 different on-swap sigils faster than every 20 seconds without Relic of the Warrior? I like this trivia question. I don't think I've ever asked this before. Oh my god. And yeah, it'll be one of the 6 base. You don't have to panic. You got 15 minutes. But yeah, picking something's pretty good. This is a systems knowledge trivia question, chat. Thief, because no one plays it. What's weird is I feel like almost a year ago to date, everybody played Thief. Or maybe it was 2 years ago. There was one PvP season, and it was right like when End of Dragons was coming out, where Thief was just like super stupid. And it was all engineer and like gold matches because they had just buffed NG rifle, and it was all Spectre. It was like 5 stacks of Spectres in plat matches. That was a nightmare to fight. Not even the devs like the... Again, I feel like there was a time when everyone was saying the devs play Thief, but right now I absolutely agree, Slaw. They need a Thief, Warrior, and NG dev real bad. Definitely right now. Oh, hello. You are a friendo. I will invite friendo to party. Take back this camp. I think this is geode. Alright, Enigma has entered something. Slaw has entered Revenant. Gibbs has entered Thief. I dig it. Yeah, you guys are welcome to pal around if you're on our shard. Ooh, hello. What are you? Are you one guy? Are you 2 guys? Sick. We got this, dude. Are you 3 guys? Okay, I'm going on the Soul Beast. Damn, they know what they're doing. Oh, they know what they're doing. This isn't good. I was immobilized for like years in there, dude. That's fair. I mean, that's fair. We shouldn't have won that. That was a greedy 2v3. He's running Wall of Reflection as a Willbender. Interesting. I kind of love it. I'm not going to lie. Ah, fuck. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I feel like all my chat just gives it to other people whenever they win. They're like, give it to somebody else. I don't want to deal with it. The question is, what is the only, so not engineer, not elementalist, not warrior, because I already gave it away. Of those 6 professions that are left, what is the only profession that cannot utilize 4 different on-swap sigils faster than every 20 seconds without Relic of the Warrior? Look, man, I don't know. You have to catch the streams live to win. Which means your work needs internet. Also, shout out to Spectrum for cutting out at 3 in the morning for like 4 minutes last night. Yeah, it's a good way of phrasing it. Thank you, Gibbs. Appreciate it. It is 1 out of the 6. Yeah, it's weird. It sucks. Again, I highly recommend that if you don't have good upload speed, whether it's Comcast or Spectrum or whatever, they've started doing this thing where they'll do what's called a high split in your area, which means somewhere upstream they split it into actual upload, like cables that can give you decent upload speed. They don't tell you they've done this, so definitely call and ask if they've done one in your area, Enigma, because I got upgraded for free, but they weren't going to do it. I just keep my eye on that crap because I need it for work. I mean, I probably could have worded it better. Half the trouble with my trivia is figuring out how I'm wording it, right, Maddie? So... that was a lot of immobilizing there. I'm running... Oh, I'm not running the resistance. I forgot. Okay. I thought I was running the strength build, and I'm an idiot, and I'm not. Yeah, exclamation point, the profession you think in chat. This will be the first of our 2 giveaways for the night. You have to be followed on Twitch. You just have to exist on YouTube. So if you don't want to follow, just follow, enter, unfollow, or head on over to YouTube. Should be good. Also, thank you to our like 3 subs that resubbed over the break. I don't know what I'm gonna like end up giving away. It might be something insane. But I definitely think I want to, if I'm going to start like doing a sub reward or a Patreon reward or whatever, if I ever make one, I'm going to offer free useless build knowledge coaching, and I'm going to offer like probably larger giveaways, maybe like a legendary every month or something like that, if I can afford it. So we'll see. Also, I've been trying to poke my head into other forums, and there's this interesting discussion on, somebody posted, why does Solar Storm still do like infinity damage on the Guardian forum, and is rightfully getting flamed because they knew what they were getting into, but also like Solar Storm does infinity damage, and they should probably fix it. And there was some decent feedback on there by Guardian players. There's one post that was like, you know, maybe the single target damage is actually fine. The problem is that it hits so many times and it's in such a large AoE. So it'll be interesting to like try to, you know, if ANET does ever nerf Guardian, they won't, but if they do, try to find the pain points, or interesting what pain points they actually identify. I am very curious about that. Fuck the sentry up, chat. Oh, it's the last days of Thief Axe Ambush as well. And gaslighting the rest of the chat like Maddie's doing is 100% okay, by the way. 100%. I almost encourage gaslighting the rest of my chat. I think we need to do another trivia night. I think that's what we'll do, and I'll come up with some insane trivia crap, and I'll just be like, gaslighting's okay. Shit! No! Run! Run, Geode. Run, Geode. Run. Holy shit! There's so many dudes. Why are there so many dudes? Oh, can we lean this green group into the blue group? Come on, green group. Come on. Fight me. Oh, it's gonna be good. I'm excited. Come on, dude. Is this a 1v1? Do I actually get a 1v1? Or do they all chase poor Geode? Oh, they all chased you, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. Chase me. No, come on. Come on, do it. Gaslighting doesn't exist, Maddie. Don't worry about it. Oh, that was a clone. That was a tanky clone. Come on, follow me. Follow me, god damn it. Come fight the other Zerg. I was gonna res you! They were leaving! Oh man, Geode. It's alright, it's alright. I'll port back, will you? We'll meet up. I'm excited because I actually will get to do some real build crafting streams for you guys next week, which will bore everyone to tears, but it's what I like, so suck it. And it'll be fun. People can give me like ideas, be like, help, I need celestial druid gear, and I'll be like, I got you, homie. Druid is actually, other than maybe mesmer or NG with a spear, Druid is the next one that I think I want to theory craft a bunch more on, because I really like the idea of it, and I really like, excuse me, the base playstyle. So it really interests me, and I'm excited to give that one a shot. I don't know why I'm attacking this idiot. Oh, he's so tanky. He's so tanky. I think I got continuum split to death. That's fair. You have to take fights though, chat. Can't just do nothing. Oh, you're fine, dog. We're not supposed to win these fights. That was like a 2v5 or whatever. I'm just doing stuff. Don't ever apologize for playing the game. Unless you're playing the chat box. That's another thing that came up when I was like sitting in on Hellmasker's stream. He was like, how do you get people to like enjoy PvP? Because I hate it. And I was like, well, no, step number 1 is you turn off your chat box. Step number 2 is you just kind of learn how to rotate, which helps a lot. Let me double check Twitch. sure this looks okay. We dropped a couple frames. Link, Twitch, good. Ah, and nose chat. I trimmed up my beard, and it's all going everywhere. Take this camp back. Might have RI. Let's see, how much time we got on our question? We have 3 minutes. If you would like to enter. Get revenge on this guy. Yeah, it's getting really long. You might be able to see it. I'm not sure if the what's it called? The camera picks it up. No, it's really long. I actually had to get a hair tie for the first time in my life, Enigma. No, I have a really good stylist. I just have been actually growing it out because I've been enjoying it. It's kind of getting in my face, though. I was going to put up a poll over the weekend. Maybe I'll do that for this stream. Of just, like, ask the internet dumb things of whether or not they think I should cut my hair. Because that always goes well. I usually leave it down, but it's getting, like, so fucking long. Ugh. Cynicism has really progressed to interesting points where people can type real weird crap in team chat, but it'll still censor words like damn and shit and stuff. No, I have a really good stylist that I've gone to for years. Before her, whoa, they just took this tower. All right, be careful. Before her, I actually went to a different dude who owned the salon. And the first time my dad got his hair cut, this is a story. First time my dad got his hair cut with David, the old owner of the salon, the police were there arresting him for Grand Theft Auto, which was pretty cool. So, yeah, that's a thing. He was a character. But it was because he stole his own car from the impound lot because it was not worth what they wanted him to pay for it. But, like, my dad shows up for a haircut, right? And David, like, gets him in the chair, and then, like, the police show up, and they're like, is David's, I'm not gonna say his last name, but is David here? And my dad's like, what? You know? Because that's a vibe. Yeah. Face is itchy, chat. Yeah, he got his haircut. He actually did really well for himself. He opened his own salon, which was, I don't know if he regrets, but like me, he majored in psychology. I majored in neuroscience, but it's basically psychology. It's all the psych classes. And ended up doing something completely different with his life. But psychology lets you, like, talk to people, Maddie, so it's kind of good. Kind of a universal vocation. I really wish we'd have Psych 101 as an option in high school. I think a lot of people would take it. Learn a lot about themselves as well as other people. That's why I took it, because I wanted to be like, why am I weird? Alright, chat. We gotta do this drawing. I believe it grabbed everybody. Sick. Is there a Psych AP now? Well, that's good. Yeah, but you're a baby, Enigma. You're like, what, 10 years younger than me? I wish we had regular Psych. My high school, when I was in, 500 years ago when I was in high school, we barely had computer science, let alone AP computer science. I think there was one AP computer science class and there were 4 kids in it. Yeah, you're 10 years younger than me. Right, chat. Grab everybody that entered. Cool. You're not actually, but you're sort of. You're close. Let me hit this button. Forgot to hit the roll button. Maddie has won. Congrats, dog. I already have you. You're in the guild. Yeah, the answer is mesmer, weirdly enough. So I've talked about this a fair bit. Revenant is the most notorious for this, but Revenant can trigger all 4 on-swap sigils every 10 seconds. It's extremely good. Oh, the person mailed me back. Interesting. Enigma, go do that interview. Yeah, Revenant can trigger all 4 every 10 seconds by legend swapping and then weapon swapping. Everything else has a It goes to Gibbs? Alright, fine. Make this difficult. Gubs. Fair enough. It's nice of you. Revenant, every 10 seconds, legend swap, weapon swap. Everything else has a super form or some kind of swap form. And I think actually Ellie could do it if they could equip 2 different sets. But for Necro, their base shroud counts as well as all their other shrouds except for Scourge. Firebrand has tomes, like Maddie said, I think. Thief has Spectre now. And everything else is like disallowed. So it's interesting, right? That Mesmer is still out in the cold as far as on-swap sigils go. Because on-swap sigils are good. But in order to do this on something like... trying to think of how to phrase this. Something with a super form like a Reaper or a Druid, it is harder. Because you need to like weapon swap, and then go into your super form, and then come out of it 10 seconds later to trigger them again. The ones that you swap to, and then you swap back to the weapon. So you've got to time it, but it's definitely a thing you can do. Systems knowledge. And now you guys know, and I can erase that information from my brain. Never played Spectre? It's just Thief but Necromancer. It was a good guess. Thief is definitely a good guess. Alright, I'm updating the guild rules. No whining for legendaries, hang on. Okay, there we go. Specific guild rule. Enigma's not allowed to whine for legendaries. Done. Send it. Yeah, I was gonna ask if you were good on legendaries, because a lot of them have like 2 swords or 2 pistols these days. There you go. That's a use for all of your insane ascended gear you were asking me about. You don't have to craft it yourself. It should be pretty cheap. I thought it was one of the ones in the legendary starter kit. Is it not? It might not be right now. I thought it was cheap though. But can't be more than like 1,500 gold. There's no way. What about second quip? We need some better fights, dude. Let's go see what's popping off around this fancy keep thing. Yeah, as Maddie said, this is kind of the calm before the storm when everyone realizes their builds are not as good, but still pretty good in World versus World. So if you out there are wondering what to run, feel free to ask. I can always give you useless build knowledge tips like our trivia or whatever. Happy to help if I can. Yeah, now's the time to do it. He's not wrong. You got 30 days till the raid comes out or whatever. The arena legendaries are super easy to make. That's why I made that video. Oh, this is that gem store skin. I didn't end up buying this thing. It doesn't look as bad as it does in the preview. The purple and the orange work pretty well. The number of why do you have to? Yeah, why do you have to do it just for the? What? What do you need? What do you need? Temple of Ra? Do you need the tokens, Geode? The like gift of Ra? Yeah, because like dungeon tokens are gonna be so easy to get. I know you're typing a response while this Holosmith kills you, but that's your fault, really. You should know that opening another window automatically summons people from the depths of Hades. Nice. I mashed, what's it called, as soon as I went in and it still did it. I liked these guys fighting, though. Oh, he's using spear as well. Sick. Okay, you get to die now. It's definitely a Selly build. Nice, that just whiffed for reasons. Oh, this guy's build's good. Dig it. You gonna overheat, homie? That was cool, whatever that was. Like I said, NG Spear seems really cool to me. Making it work, chat. Guy's a god. Got a chalk egg sack and everything. Can he glide here, though? Alright, bye. Throw spears at him. Ow. It's like mostly power damage in his build as well. He's doing very little actual Condi to me. I kind of super like this. That means I'll be able to run Spear on NG and be viable on a power build. Gun trigger projectiles going into space as God intended. That was neat. That was a neat interaction that just happened in this game. Oh, does he have rocket boots? He even has rocket boots. I love his build. It's so good. This seems so fun. I want to message this guy and be like, what's your build, dude? His guild is Glub. I like it. Yeah, I know it runs on Selly, but I was wondering if it, like, you could run it with power, because I don't think he had any, like, actual Condi damage. Maybe we had too much. I don't really know. Let me catch up on chat. Sorry, got ambushed. I mean, you have to interrupt with the fear, but a lot of the fears are unblockable dreams, so that makes sense. Corporate interview on Tuesday. Nice. That's awesome. Called this now, dungeon tokens. Yeah, if you need the, that's what we were talking about. So, if you need the Ara, like if you need to do a Ra for the tokens, don't bother. Just do like any, like the festival like Sergio mentioned will be back on the 15th. And, sorry, I'm answering questions. Where's these vouchers? Hang on. Vouch. Try to get these. These are per week. And I have a bunch of them, but you can just use these for, you can get these during any festival, and you can just use these to blast through whatever tokens you're missing. This is kind of the armistice for not having an active dungeon community in the game anymore, as the tokens are pretty easy to get. Yeah, I think it's just more dungeon tokens, so I would just wait till the 15th and then like try to get some of those vouchers if you don't want to gamble for them. Geode, that's what I would do as far as the spear. I think a couple people actually asked me about that. They were saying like they were finishing Frostbang and whatnot. They were hung up on the gifts. Because, again, people just don't know, right? I want to know what that guy's build was. That was so good. Like, we could not kill him with just 2 people. Knew what his buttons were. Yeah, the golem's probably, because it's the active push on the golem, right, Dream? That triggers the elite skill. I think the fear happens around you, not around the golem, unfortunately, but I was using Relic of Nightmare on my Bladesworn build, the strength variant, for a really long time, because it has a cool animation, and that's the most important thing, where it does like the Nightmare pulse around your character when you push an elite skill. The problem is, A, it would call the animation half the time, which isn't a huge deal, but B, I think there's just better relics out there for me. They lock you out of it until you run it 5 times. Really? Interesting. Are you sure you don't have to just do the story mode, Geode? I mean, you've probably looked into this. That sucks. I did not know that. That is good for me to know, so I don't give people wrong advice. Let's see where we can go here. Yep, also summoning a golem. So if you don't double tap it, you can get those pretty back to back. Taking Necropolis again. Let's go. That sucks. Oh, I thought it was the Hollowsmith again. Fight me, bro. Bro, you got your Janther Warclaw. I'll even drop food. Can you eat this? Come back. Come back. Looked into it and looked like they got rid of that one. Is this build? Can we inspect? Ooh, there's a new inspect window. This is sick. He had rocket boots on here somewhere, Maddie, which is why I was really... And I didn't see launch wall. I would also guess that he had this one. Oh, you can't change it in here. There's probably something similar to this. Add the rocket boots yourself. It was pretty neat. I really like it. Hollow was another one that I really wanted to try with Spear. I thought that would be pretty cool. Hollow, once it got the shared hammer, was always really good, but that people were kind of sleeping on for PvP. And Hollow with Spear is like pretty okay when you get a bunch of jazzed up movement skills and whatnot. Ooh, what did we complete here? Oh, goddamn, we rushed. We rushed just in time, chat. There might be a way to do that, Geode. If it's under an achievement, I would check the wiki. I can't imagine they're going to make you run a Raw 5 times in 2024. That seems ridiculous. Is it a substantial amount of stab, though, Dream? That Well of Power gives you as a second stun break? Because I know it's... I thought it was like 1 second, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I've seen a lot of people running Well of Power, actually, even on hard builds. I think Sea Monster was running it on his power hard. I could be wrong. I know he was running triple stun break for a while, though, and that was a nightmare to fight. Absolute nightmare. Roll these dice and see if whoever owns this unreleased Kesha song will DMCA me. I'm kind of curious. Also, Kesha's free, chat. Did you know that? She finally finished like the 4 fucking albums that she needed to complete for that asshole, and now she can actually make her own music. The Condi to Boon conversion table is weird. That would be another Well of Trivia that I feel like no one would get. Well of Trivia is another necro utility, by the way. It's very strange. The Boon to Condi table and vice versa is real weird. And it's not things that you would expect. Like, you would think that, you know, 25 might converts into 25 vuln. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's real strange. Maybe it does, but then the other one doesn't go the other way or something. It's real weird. That's knowledge that I've actively been like, this is not going into my brain. This is not useful. I'm just pretty sure that stab converts into fear. That's like all I know. Oh, man. Yeah, we got the Selly patch next week. We got the festival, which is weirdly staggered on the 15th. So sell your bones and claws now, I suppose, because of the lab farm. That's one tip I always give. Someone else did take it. You are not wrong. Well, these are here for later. Womp womp. I actually checked. I was like, I've been throwing too many catapults like near towers that we own because I'm incredibly good at this game. Space genius, really. And I actually checked that one. I was like, shit. Before we initially threw them. Alright. Should be good. Chat's working. Stream's working. Haven't dropped any frames. Gen 3 water swords OP. Story mode was replaced by the step victory or death of the person. That... Can you not do that? Or does that doing that not matter for buying stuff? Geode. That's weird. That's weird. They took out the story. That's weird. Was that really in 2015? I don't believe you. I think I've done this. I think I've done it later than that. I'm gonna check for you. I'm gonna see if I can open a raw story mode after we take this camp. I would be astonished if ArenaNet took out content like that. But you learn something every day, I suppose. You cap this camp and claim it, and then... Ah, shit. Do an electric rave on that quartermaster. Let's claim this camp. Let's get some supply. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check. I'm just curious if I can open it anymore. I want to see. Which server are we on? Hold, please. We're in fantastic content known as a loading screen. We are on Hall of Judgment. When you go to paste a guild ad in map chat and you accidentally paste your almost accidentally paste your stream address, which is actually against ANET TOS, by the way. Fun fact. I don't do it, but I get upset when I see other people doing it. Anyway, let's go. Not really. They can do what they want. This game's tiny. I want to see if I can open this nonsense. No. Huh. Weird. You can't do story mode anymore. That's crazy town. Alright. Well, that makes me thankful I don't have to fight your immortal Condi Ranger dream. Thing is no fun. Maybe you can give me druid tips. I've been looking at more like druid gear and stuff. And druid's another one that's gonna... Well, have fun in desert. I won't be there. Druid's another one that's kind of going to get, I feel like, hit harder than a lot of the other classes in terms of, like, the Celestial nerf, right? But I also think it'll be just fine. I just have to figure out what to run on it. I'll probably still run Selly, honestly. And that run's running into a wall. Oh, it's fine. I don't care. I ducked out to check it. I can't believe I can't open story. It's weird they, like, just disabled content like that. Or I guess it's in the story step. I would definitely try hitting that up. Like, the actual personal story to see if it qualifies you. Ooh. What's this? We'll go take the camp behind him. We'll get some mini fights at the camp. Do you have to... No. I would just do it once and see if it lets you buy it, honestly. Ooh, a fiery greatsword. Sick. The same Hollowsmith, bro. Where is my mouse? We're even. No, I'm chilled forever. Yeah, it's fair. Oh, they have a Firebrand? Or no, they had a Tempest in there. I know I saw a support class. My brain always goes to Firebrand. What? What? Did you bannered me? What a hero. What a hero, chat. We can't let his sacrifice be in vain. Can't let it. Nice. Thank you for the banner. Glad I reached over to my controller. That was sick. Apothecary's always been real good on Ranger. Man, banner of life, dude. You're a god. I think I'm gonna switch to my cheeseball berserker for the rest of this. Maybe even you know what I want to see, chat? I want to see if Spellbreaker's gotten like dumpstered as everyone seems to think it did. Because they didn't touch actual Spellbreaker. Where is she? There she is. Sick. Yeah, just do it once, Geode. See if that counts or if it ticks up the achievement. Because if you do it once and you need to do it 5 times, it might tick up the achievement? I don't really know. That was an amazing banner, though. I need to move her back to Armistice, actually. So hold please, chat. Do our second RNG giveaway now. Trying to pick a word. Here you go. Here's your minor trivia question. Type exclamation point in the honor of that banner. He just used the name of the Elite Warrior banner. And we'll do that for 25 gold between people. But that'll be our RNG for the night. Now you should be good. Got my spear. I need to look up what food she was running while we do this. Hold please. Got my sassy little throne. Cool. Oh, I was running that. Alright, well, whatever. Neat. But yeah, if you're having trouble deciding what to run, just hit me up. Let me know. Ask me questions. I would love to help you with your builds. Thanks, Nah. Appreciate it. Also, I'm 98% sure that the fish song is AI now. After asking some of my friends, but I also don't care because it's fucking great. Thank you for that. It's actually on my workout playlist. I love that stupid thing. It's so good. Goddamn glub 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 fish song. Yeah, we're good. You need the space, guys. Here's a hint. You need the space. Thank you. You have to be followed on Twitch, you just have to exist on YouTube. This will be for our second giveaway of the night. Let's see what's going on over here. I'd be really interested to talk to like Kiba or something to see how Spellbreaker's doing in PvP now that they adjusted all that stuff. Yeah, it's real good, Kate. Let me see if I can find it because I could link it in Twitch chat. Hang on. No, link this to me, and I meant to put it in the actual like main chat. This thing is the best thing in the world. Period. Dude, it's on my playlist. That thing rules. There's so much AI music on YouTube now, it's gonna be a problem. Still see like 2 Spellbreakers. It's because they didn't nerf Spellbreaker, I feel like. They nerfed Warrior. I don't know, maybe it's just still good. Well, World vs. World, the only thing they changed is like they left the F1, I feel like. Or no, they nerfed the F1 in World vs. World only or something. That's what it was. The funny part about Spellbreakers is just like good in PvP, right? It's funny like that. And I had someone bring up in my comments, which was a really good point. They've nerfed full counter to shit. Like, it doesn't do damage. It still has a trait that makes it do damage. It's not as big anymore. It, like, doesn't hit nearly as, like, more reliably as it used to. I like this, like, guard versus eagle griffin violence. They've nerfed it a lot since it came out. And it's, you know, the actual class is still real good, so. Really? Chronos and Willbender, everything bunker. Spellbreaker, Chronos, and ew, gross. That sounds... And Vindicator has a bunker build as well, right, Dream? Right now? It's so weird that they can... A bunker build can exist right now to me, because the damage seems so high. Like, on the damage classes, right? It seems so high. That's so weird to me. I disagree. I gotta turn on that. Alright. Gonna help? Gonna help his friend? We gotta get this asshole fruit soon. Where is he? Jesus. He's gotta be almost dead. There's no way, yeah. Fuck, if I was better at the stupid class, I'd have him dead. Good kiting. Good kiting. That was my fault. We should have had him. I de-locked in, like, the middle of that. That was 100% my fault. Learning. Relearning classes. It's good. It's good. Oh, thank Nuff for that. Nuff fucking linked me that. That thing is great. And I legit can't tell if it's AI or somebody made it, but they like secretly sing for, like, I don't know, Disturbed or something, but I don't care. That thing is amazing. Zerker amulet support chrono. Okay, so it's more of like a spear issue probably, right? Like a spear rifle issue, because if they can run support without investment into their build, then that's a that weapon issue. Because the thing with rifle that a lot of people don't think of, I feel like, Dream, and Gremini, if you're out there, feel free to correct me, is the reason part of the reason it's good is because you can just summon clones, and then the clones always do their auto attack, and the actual clones have their own stats, but they seem to just, like, heal you for a shitload whenever they do their auto. So, yeah, that seems interesting. I'd be interested to, yeah, I'll look that up. Was that the most recent EU monthly? I'll definitely check that out. I'm also really interested to know what Spellbreaker runs. It's bunker, I guess, staff defense tactics. Yeah, high alacrity uptime. I'd assume Relic of Rivers because, you know, Relic of Rivers, lol. Area's Toss still chunking. Most recent teapots? Okay. I forgot he streams those. Yeah, that's the only other reason I'd like partners, because I'd really like to spectate those. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But I guess I can just use one of the 18 other streamers that already have it. I don't watch a lot of YouTube, as weird as that sounds, chat. I watch, like, podcasts, and that's, you know, Silhouette stuff, and occasionally, like, Muckluck stuff, and that's, like, it. There's as well, I actually linked this to a bunch of people I know. So, like, half of my job is understanding how social media preys on your brain, and actually advising clients on, you know, ideally how to avoid that and just be, like, good human beings, because I work for a nonprofit. But I have to understand this crap, and the neuroscience aspect helps with that. And Mr. Who's the Boss, King Retention Editing himself, but he has a really good video right now on how social media has become a casino and how it, like, fucks with your brain and exploits your brain. So if you have any interest, it's like 12 minutes long. I really highly recommend that video. It does a really good breakdown of, like, intermittent reward pathways and stuff, feedback loops. Because everyone thinks it's just dopamine, and he points out that yes, but, like, also there's different things, so... It's really good to understand that we're all monkeys that pull levers and it lights up and then we get a dopamine hit. Yeah, the casino psychology is gross, but it's also really interesting, Maddie. Like, not just the actual games and stuff, but like how they design the fucking things and how that's somehow legal, right? It's amazing to me that everyone just assumes that slot machines are like not rigged. Why would this not be rigged? Oh, because that would probably be illegal, right? Right? Yeah. 100%. Make it! No! I didn't even get credit. Tragic, truly. Yeah, it's gross. I love the selective outrage of the world as well. You remember back when, like... So once upon a time, chat, like, back, I want to estimate, like... Maybe, like, 3 or 4 years ago. Maybe it was longer than this. People were pretending to, like, give a shit about, like, gambling being targeted at children. And then DraftKings got a hold of a US lobby, and now no one gives a shit anymore. Like... It's no, you're not fucked, just educate yourself. Again, there are things that you can do to prevent these things from being able to affect you. Everyone else is fucked who doesn't even know these things are happening. Again, see the phishing email comment or conversation from earlier today. But like, just educate yourself. Be aware, that's half the reason I majored in psychology. It's not even that it malfunctioned anymore. It's just like, if you are losing, they are programmed to, like, do things to keep you gambling. There's lots of things to, like, give you the illusion of choice, like choose how you gamble or whatever. One of my favorite ones that he actually points out in his video is all of the pathways in casinos. None of them have corners. It's all, like, one contiguous line. So you can never actually stop and pause and be like, oh, I should leave. And all that crap just extends to like social media apps and stuff. It's really gross, especially knowing not getting into it, but especially knowing what I know about like how Facebook and X and Instagram, I guess, is also meta, but things like Amazon try to get you to keep using their service and be just usable enough, but also cause you a shitload of outrage so that you keep interacting with the app is really predatory, especially with what's going on right now in the world. So yeah, it's real dumb. Yeah, so gambling, that is true. Gremlins, sometimes they do kick you out. Sometimes they will kick you out if they think you're counting cards or doing anything to, you know, if you know too much, right? And because it's all in Las Vegas, which is itself a lawless madhouse, it's all legal. Yeah, it's crazy. I just think understanding this stuff is really interesting, right? Because understanding the society that we live in, you know, it's real important. Thank you, Joker. Exclamation point, battle standard in chat, guys. We got like, well, it expired like 3 minutes ago, but I'll give you 5 more minutes. Oh yeah, it's great. And then there's different amounts you can bet at different times of day and such. The psychology of casinos is nutty. If you're ever interested in psychology, but you're like bored by the actual science of it, look that up. It's real interesting. I'm so scared of whatever the next relics are gonna be. They're gonna be so stupid, right? They have to be. There's no way they're gonna be like less Ooh, you have a nice spellbreaker bug here, mister. There's no way they're going to be less stupid than the ones we got. Like, there's no chance. So I'm trying to think of, like, gain barrier on dodge, like... What's just the dumbest stuff? I'm gonna beat this guy off his cat. You killed my friends earlier! What is attacking me? I have a Thieves Guild on me? That's interesting. Nice. He moved out of the battle standard that his friend dropped. That was pretty sick. Or maybe that was Geode's battle standard. We gotta finish these guys. There we go. Sick. Nice job. Don't get caught in the Zerg. It finally decided to get off its fucking ass. I'm going this way. Whoa! It's like, why am I still dying? Defiance stance didn't go off. Jesus. Fuck me. Weirdly, my Spellbreaker build is more for PvP. It's not as mobile as the Bladesworn one, which is so funny. Fair enough. They deserve that. They had a Zerg. We did not. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they could remote disable those machines as well. Griminy. It's good that you know what you're about what you're dedicated to, Mr. Gambling Dedicated. Exclamation point battle standard with a space in chat, and we'll do another drawing for 25 gold. You gotta be followed on Twitch. You just have to exist on YouTube. Make sure I got everybody. No, I love insane crap. It usually doesn't stay on my workout playlist like that, but insane crap like the fish song that's just like upbeat and really fun. I like that crap. You know, it is what it is. And I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. Thank you, Valdes. Hopefully you are enjoying the content. I feel so bad about bullying you into buying that geode, but it's a good cat. Little frost goat. Got a minute and change, chat. But don't despair if your Celestial builds are getting hit. There will be stuff to play, and hopefully you will also find it a little bit more pleasant to be able to interact with whatever you're fighting. And if you want some stuff that's just broken, get subscribed to the YouTube channel, because I have a broken builds video coming up on a build that I really enjoy. Oh, my Spartan lady. Stole this look somewhat from Vincent, but kind of evolved into its own gold, red, and black thing. Trailblaze, yeah, I mean, that's that's what I ran before Celestial Gear on my Mirage, so that is entirely possible. Shira, so we'll see. More of what I'm excited is actually that thing, the Thief Ambush, like the Axe Ambush that actually does 1,000,000 damage. Like, I meme on Solar Storm for doing 1,000,000 damage, and it does a lot, but the Thief Axe Ambush has actually been doing, like, what is it, 25% more damage or 23% more damage? No, it's a 7. 24%, no, brain, I'm gonna get this right. 26% more damage than it should be, which is a big number. So, it'll be interesting once Thief Axe gets balanced, if they have a little bit more design budget to give Thief some stuff as well. I'm terrible at mount fashion, Gibbs. Like, this is probably my best dyed Warclaw, and it's just black and red. I need help with dyeing my my mounts. I'm okay at, like, actual character design, because I've taken a couple classes on it, and I also really like looking into things like anime character design, with stuff like JoJo and whatnot, of, like, why characters are designed the way they are. Fuck you, that was so good. Nice job, Scourge, dude. He, like, so juked me. Yeah, I know, right? That's gross. Well, you never subbed to begin with, but I appreciate the report. That's true. That's fine. I can use the space, that's good. Let me know if you want to re-invite. You know our rule. No, Rocky is... I love the dude who runs JoJo because he's insane. And also, if you look at photos of him, he's actually gotten younger as time has gone on. So I'm pretty sure that he is an actual time wizard. I should make an OnlyFans before that gets banned here. Although X is just trying to be OnlyFans and so is Reddit. We had a... I think I talked about that last stream. We had at work, because I work in marketing, like what I could only describe as a symposium on the workings of X, Reddit, and OnlyFans. And Boy, howdy, do I feel bad for the people on there. Not because, like, they're being exploited, because they know what they're doing, and I actually kind of, you know, I'd like the world to be more comfortable with that stuff, not less. But because most of it is just bots, like, it's literally people just, like, stealing content and bot farming and shit. And they have problems with that everywhere, obviously, right? Like, you know, I was talking about spam emails earlier. But good fucking god, that is not content I would want stolen and put into a bot farm. And that shit's like, what are you gonna do? Nothing. Do this drawing after we kill this ice worm, chat. Very important. Enigma, did you enter? I don't know if my bot got you. Give you a second if you want. Kinda wanted to go do some PvP, honestly. Geode got it in. There we go. Couple last minute entries. Alright, let me get to a safe-ish point and roll. Cat, come out. Thank you. Oh, you gotta be followed on Twitch, Jiro, but I'll give you another minute. You gotta be follow. You can follow, enter, unfollow, or you can just come over to YouTube. It's just how the bot works. Sorry. If you are and it didn't grab you, let me know and you'll get money anyway. Because that's something wrong with the stream. This bot's simple, but I like it a lot better. The other one was like doing weird stuff. Did you sort out your revenant build, Enigma? You figure out something that was running? Because I was actually fielding questions from someone else who wanted to run something similar, but they didn't want to run hammer. Then it's my fault. Give me a character name and account, Chira, and I'll send you 25 gold. I'll look into that. Hey Fennec, what's up? Are you the Fennec? Welcome, dude. Mad respect. I think they were just looking for it for roaming, but hey, yeah, hammer's king for zerging, obviously. Hey, Risman. What's up? Oh god, that's a lot of people. Yeah, exclamation point battle standard if you'd like to enter a second giveaway and get to the end of this fight or whatever this Mirage or Virtuoso is. He's got infinity blocks, dodges, and evades, so it could be a while. I don't know if they want to come down here and try to fuck us. This might be a tough fight. Yeah, there's Zergs right up there. I would bail. Geode. This is just gonna be a rain of people. And then the Zerg happens. Vindicator's fun, but I'd say it's only fun because you're gonna win fights, but that's just me, right? I don't know. I think giving Vindicator 2 dodges was a huge design mistake, but what do I know? I don't play it. It's very powerful, and I say that as someone who played a buttload of Mirage. Yeah, I'll send you your 25 gold because I gotta look into that, why the bot didn't grab you. And I'll do a drawing. It'll be good. So let me move that, move this, move this, move this over here. Alright, cool. Close that, open this. People asking me questions. If only I had officers that did stuff, right? Cool. 3, 2, 1. Let me click the button. Remini, you have won. Congrats, dog. Character name and account name. You know the rules. Congrats, Mr. Gambling Dedicated. Fuel your gambling addiction. And thank you to Chira Hoot for finding that. Epic Remini. God damn, that was fast. You fuel your addiction. Your vision fund. I don't believe that you don't have enough money for vision. You're updating PvE builds before the balance patch? What a good use of your time. I can't think of a better use of your time. Honestly. I'm flattered that you're hanging out, but that is not something I would do. Especially not for warrior. Good lord. Oh my god. Got all the Norn fashion going. Yeah, it had a trait that refunded endurance on dodge. They did a lot of that with End of Dragons, where they had a lot of the inbuilt balancing stuff, where they were like, okay, it only gets 1 dodges, or it gets 3 dodges, or whatever. I played Bladesworn earlier. I'm just seeing how Spellbreaker is after the nerfs. Or the nerf question, singular. I'm jumping through some stuff. They did a lot of that with End of Dragons, where they came out with a bunch of stuff, and then there was like, you know, you could take these things to make up for the fact, like, you know, Daring Dragon let you reset Dragon Slash at the cost of it doing more damage. Or Vindicator only had 1 dodge on its power dodge, but it hit like a fucking truck, and also there was an refund endurance trait on dodge, so it kind of made it more balanced. And then they were just like, fuck that, and yote all of that, like, all the flavor, and they were like, Vindicator gets 2 dodges, all the Dragon Slashes are the same, fuck the Untamed resetting cooldown thing, that was cool. October 8th has a lot of PvE stuff in it, Enigma. I am sure whatever you're updating will be just fine, and I'm kind of memeing, but I know there were a lot of substantial PvE changes in there. Like the transfusion thing, which won't affect you, but I know there were like, you know, we're buffing Warrior Rifle, lol, for no reason, which was for baffling reasons only in PvE, so. This does not look like a duel. This looks like a clusterfuck. Yeah, this is no longer Dueling Island, this is Clusterfuck Island. Yeah, it's probably super outdated. Nothing else you can get the gear going. I would not try this, Geode. Absolutely not. All these people know what they're doing. These are the people that were on Dueling Island until they decided to not be real quick. Yeah. These are the people that bully Dueling Island. Oh god. Nope. Got my Zerg detector and it's called dropping frames. No! War! He's super dead. Like to chuck a spear into that and try to help him, but he is super dead. Yeah, if you find something wrong with the stream or one of my bots, like it's not picking you up on your entry, because I can see when people enter, let me know, and I will send you money. So, thank you, Chara. Appreciate it. I'll look into that. Is Landspear supposed to... No. With the discipline trait? No. The only... No. The only bleeding trait is in arms. Are you talking... Oh, are you talking about, like, the crack shot one? Does it affect spear for no reason? That'd be weird. Because that's the only trait that I can think of. Like, if you take crack shot, does spear bleed? Is that what you're saying? Because I would 100% believe that, because that trait has been bugged for, like, actually 2 years or whatever. So, I don't know. It's kind of funny if it does. See if we can take this camp. Kind of a little bit more risque when we're bunched up and not on desert. That's strange. I'd report that for them to not fix it. That's kind of funny. It doesn't? Alright. Yeah, the only way spear would bleed is if you took the arms crits do. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. The spear trait is in, what's it called? Strength, though. Oh, he has all the boons in the game because he's a willbender. Oh, I know this guild. They're pretty good. Nice. My unblockable counter got blocked. Bye. He's used up all his crap. He's just going to run away. Uh-huh. Bye, nutsack. Oh, we have a friend. Oh, I can't wait for that to not be a thing. Yeah, it's weird that Spear doesn't have a crack shot benefit. Crack shot also sucks because anything that competes with Warrior Sprint sucks. It's too bad, but it does. Warrior Sprint is one of the best traits in the game. I'm just gonna throw sticks at you, dude. I love that they have a button where they just get that many boons for that long. Bye. Stage hazard. Whole ass Zerg up there. Be real careful. Yeah, I'd love that, Gibbs. I don't know what the crackshot spear trait could do. I'd almost actually like some kind of CDR in it. Like if you hit with a spear skill, cool down all the other spear skills by like 1 second or something. Something like that. I think that'd be real neat. Maybe that would be too strong. Maybe they could make it a half second or something like that. Incentivize the throwing sticks at people part of spear. I think that's the first time I've blinked this entire stream. You can fight us? Sick. Cool. Me too. Awesome, dude. Fight you in the camp? I don't fucking care. Yep. Geode's fighting other people. Got the Asia man. Oh. Sora. I got Dragon Hunter. I forgot those were there. Oh well. Good attempt. I get to invite Sergio. Hello, sir. Sorry you are dead. How are you? How are things? I expected them to yeet out of that tower when the Blue Zerg took it. I guess they came to try to take this camp or something. You did. I'm gonna swap over to we'll do a full gamut of warrior, a full banquet of warrior play tonight. And let me switch over to the berserker build that I'll be showing off in the video. Oh, you're fine. I'm glad I can just get back into the borderland. That one's good. Let's do this one. There we go. Nope, that's the wrong one too. Where's this one? Holy God. I'm listening to too much Fable. I mean, that's the dream, right? The more worldbenders you have up your butt, the harder you're winning Guild Wars 2. Yeah, and I think you asked in Discord, Sergio, you can rephrase your question now that you're here, but if you want Ascended food and you only world versus world, look into getting the world versus world Ascended food that only works in world versus world, but it's like pretty good. You know, from what I've seen, it's pretty easy to get. Sorry, inventory management. Let me drop you some food though. There we go. Storage. Use some of the massive amount of food I donated the guild forever ago. I don't have any Mystic Coins, Enigma. Yeah, it sucks, I'm sorry. They're really rare. If you wait, like, what's this called, though? That's what I told Tay, like, make sure you get your, Wizard's Vault stuff done. I guess I could buy these and send them to you. But yeah, make sure you buy these before it flips over in however many days. 50 days. Yeah, you got a month and a half, you're fine. I don't have any bank tabs. I actually have 0 on my account's glitched. It sucks. Oh, is it these 3 guys? Is it the same 3 guys? No, it's different 3 guys. Sick. What's up? Throw fish at him, chat. Is there anything in here that's not invulnerable? Jesus Christ. There we go. Holy fuck. Oh, I'm in the fart cloud. I didn't even see that. Fair enough. Hey, it actually prioritized the guy I wanted to hit. Nice. Cool. I mean, we had the camp, but good job, guys. What are you using clovers for? Just like crafting the actual legendaries? Because I don't just flat out, like, if I don't have to gamble for stuff, I just flat out don't gamble anymore. Oh, it would be gambling for... Yeah, sorry. I'm remembering a conversation where somebody was asking me, like, the best way to do stuff, and I was like, don't gamble for clovers, just buy them from the shop. And buy them, like, the weeklies, as far as crafting the legendaries go, from the, like, you know, the 10 per day, or 10 per week thing. Yeah. You made a lot of stuff. I know you just came back to the game. You've made a lot of stuff real fast, so you're probably out of mats. You could enter a guild lottery. That's going to be a stack of Mystic Coins. I forgot to update that. Probably do that tomorrow. Got some of those to give away. Get these ghosts. Yeah, I still think of all of the warrior builds for World vs. World for roaming right now, the Berserker build's probably the best, and it's also completely accidental. This just goes to show, chat, I made this build completely on a whim. It's really stupid, and it's one of those things that shouldn't work, but I was just like, I'm going to try this because I want to use Sphere, and it works really well, and it even works for PvP, even after the nerfs. So, it's... Don't give up on your builds, and if you make something and it sucks the first time, there's a chance that it won't suck in the future. So, your current gems aren't enough? What's tomorrow, man? What are you talking about, Sergio? What comes out tomorrow? Am I stupid? There's like a skirt in the gem store, and that's it. What I would actually really highly recommend, since you've come back to the game, Enigma, if you're not already doing it, but I can't imagine you're not, is do buy these legendary weapon starter kits every rollover or so, and even if you don't make the weapon, right? Because having half a what's the gift? The gift of dicks, gift of might, or gift of magic is really good just to have. I need catapults. Let alone the precursors or whatever if you decide to make. And don't open it either, just like, you know. Make what? Oh, that's a lot of people. Maybe our Zerg will come back. You will make a Mortal Dragon work, maybe. I like that attitude, Risman. I was looking at a Mortal Dragon now that you can... Because a lot of my builds already run a lot of, like, boon duration, right? For Bladesworn. I was looking at, can I just get away with, like, running Relic of Rivers and, like, an Energy Sigils for the Alacrity uptime? And then I could take a Mortal Dragon or Unyielding instead. Because really, that's all that Daring Dragon does. And I still think, like, maybe you can make it work. Because you could just, like, leverage the protection uptime that you'll get from it. But... And run, like, a super offensive weapon set, like Axe Pistol with a Mortal Dragon. But I really wouldn't... I don't know if I want to just bully these guys over and over. This guy died to the camp. That seems mean. Whatever. This is a lot of fear, chat. Nice, that just didn't connect for reasons. Sick, I love it. Good to see. Food ran out. Sick. Love to see it. That's actually really bad for this build. Need to focus on something. Going on Spellbreaker again. So I can target it. Oh, they focused you super hard, dude. I think Sergio got you up. Can't fight and talk, chat. Oh, he's even using dagger. I feel bad for this guy. Trying to live the dream, make it work. Dude, my food super fell off. Oh, he'd be dead if I had food. God damn it. Alright, cool. Holy shit, I need to use this. Okay, we're good. Where's my team? Did my team die? My team died. Sad. That is a lot of fucking whatever that is. That was a lot of condies. Oh my god. Fair enough. I don't know what Poggy Woggy means, but I agree. Yeah, you can definitely leverage Immortal Dragon, sorry, with like enough boon duration and stuff. I just don't think you're ever going to do damage with Dragon Trigger until you find a build that has permanent 25 might uptime and perma crit chance. But if you really want to try to make it, you can use Relic of like the Daredevil, which adds stacks every time you dodge, and then your next attack will consume one of those stacks and crit. The stacks have a time limit, though. But go for it, Rizman. I'd be interested to hear what you come up with. Sorry, I was fighting. Got one guy in that. Pretty happy with that. I mean, I just played World vs. World for a lot of them, so I couldn't tell you, Enigma. Also, you have all the Soto relics if you have a legendary relic, so you only have the 6 Janthier Wild ones. Yeah, that's only Janthier Wilds plus. The Soto ones you should be in your thing. And you get 1 relic per World vs. World track completion. And I got a lot of them honestly accidentally from PvE just by like existing and just doing shit there, so they don't seem very hard. I mean, you'll open your achievement panel and you read, oh, I gotta do 7 things. And then you'll just like get those by playing the game. Oh, posture check, chat. Jesus. Hello, sir. Going to take your sentry. Soto Relic says 3 out of 6. No, it'll just say 3 out of 6. There's 6 new Janthier Wilds relics, so the only way it could say 3 out of 6 is if they were Janthier Wilds ones. The thing you were looking at might be different, or it just might be bugged because this is Arena Net, right? Protein shake completed. Plus 3 achievement points. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Are they really? I was like, what is chasing me? There's no way. Are you linking me porn? You can only do that if you're sub, dude. Hang on. Let's see what Enigma's having trouble with. Oh yeah, that you need to actually salvage the... That is for the achievement. You have those unlocked in your relic, but those you need to like unlock or salvage in Soto in order to finish that achievement. But you can access a lot of those relics in your relic thingy, legendary relic. Yeah, I don't either. I still have my pinnacle skin. We need to do the Giga Chad play of getting a pinnacle spear here, chat. Where is it? Pinnacle Impaler. Yeah. Here's the Giga Chad spear. I like that. I'm still gonna save it. I mean, different people like the game differently. I sit in the build editor and do nothing, dude. Hellmasker's got like 50k AP or something. Got a couple people in the guild up there. Slade filled out his legendary armory. Little tiny hop there. Cool. Love to see it. Oh, I don't have a second spear on this build. Why did you want ascended food, Sergio? Just curious. Also, you don't have the... You're literally throwing and don't have the reinforced armor buff. I'm sorry. I have to kick you out of the guild. I'm kidding. It matters, dude. It's so good. 1% damage reduction. But I am really excited to just get some like design space in terms of build crafting again in World vs. World. I'll feel like it almost feels like Guild Wars 2 is going to start again for me on October 8th as long as they put that change through. Now that I've said that they absolutely won't, but it's really something that I don't mind things being strong. I've said for a really long time, let's make everything nuts, right? I still lament that everything played the same or similar, and you just sort of end up with every boon and every condition on every build in the game, or at least a lot of that. But now that they are taking concentration and expertise off of Celestial Gear, I think that will go... It won't fix the problem, but it will go a long way to sort of helping... Hopefully helping add some flavor back into the game. Yeah, I'd look into the World vs. World stuff then, if it's just for the damage reduction. Because yeah, that definitely helps with Ellie. Especially the damage reduction one is like way better. It's one of the, obviously the 2 best ones. Or you can just ask me if you have any primers or anything. Key farm, use the primers. I always drop food when we're running around. If you haven't leveled Ascended food though, now's the time to duel, homie. Yo, chat. Because I'm a giant nerd, I got recommended like the Yu-Gi-Oh! EU World Champions in my YouTube feed the other day, and I watched a bunch of it because I used to play back in the day. Those cards have gotten fucking nuts. Like, it's no longer you just take one turn and win the game, but it's still pretty fucking close and like, you know, play solitaire with yourself. And Jesus Christ, there's like 9 million cards now, and even the pros playing like the different meta decks still have to be like, okay, what the fuck does this card do, and like read the tome of text that it says. Mad respect, honestly, to the people who can keep all that like Pokemon meta matchup training knowledge and like Yu-Gi-Oh knowledge in your brain. I have a job. It's fucking crazy, Geode. I love it so much. Like, I'm tempted to be like, you know, just make a cheeseball deck and go back into it for a day. But not even withstanding the cost of the barrier to entry or something once you identify, because the cards are actually a lot easier to get than they used to. At least, like, availability in terms of what you can just buy online. Who gives a shit if it's a rare or common or whatever? I don't. But it's like crazy, like the amount of text on one card, and they're not even like at the ridiculous levels of Guild Wars 2 skills where they literally do anything. A lot of them are like choose one of the 2 effects or whatever, and then like this thing's a hand counter now. What's weird is like traps are now back, even though traps sucked for a really long time because they were considered too slow. Oh my god, I don't want to fucking bore everybody to death with Yu-Gi-Oh crap, but like, yeah, it's insane. And what's funny is I watched it for like 2 hours. Because I was just like, I don't know, zoning out and putting it on in the background. And every now and then they would mention a card that like I knew what the fuck it was from like 20 years ago. Like actually 20 years ago when I played. So it's funny that still some of the cards are like relevant, but a lot of them are just like new crap. And all the names are insane because, and you know, the art's great. But it's all like over-designed to 11 art. It's funny that frogs are still good. Oh man, yeah, that crap's nuts. I've been talking about to one of our officers, my friend Tay, a little bit about Magic the Gathering as well. And a lot of the Magic cards are also, like, because it's been going for so long and it's so popular, like, some of the decks are, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars, or just, like, thousands. So, and a lot of the cards, they literally legally cannot reprint, because they said once upon a time they weren't going to do it, so they'll get into a bunch of, like, legal trouble if they actually reprint some of them for Magic. Yeah, it's... Card collecting's a wild west. That'd actually, I might do that, as far as, like, just fun ancillary streams or stuff. Where I might just go through my, like, old cards, right? People do, like, card pulls, and I'm not gonna buy new packs or anything because I'm poor, but I could, like, find my old Pokemon binders or whatever, and we could go through that, see if I got anything. You guys could help me. That might be fun. The reserve list is stupid. I've heard the reserve list is fine now, and also the reserve list is stupid, but I know that they... Especially even when I was back playing Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Where they would do this thing where they would introduce a bunch of busted... It's like the Guild Wars thing. They introduce a bunch of busted shit, and it's literally Warrior Spear. They'll introduce a bunch of, like, blatantly broken, busted shit. It'll be legal for, like, 1.5 tournaments, and then they'll just, like, put all that crap on the reserve list or ban it all once people bought it. And it's like, oh... Thanks. Thanks, Konami. But I've heard they do that less now, or something, or there's just, like, more viable crap. So it's like you don't have to have the new hotness every time. I don't know. The part where I really dipped out of, like, to give you an idea, if you play or played Geode, when I dipped out of Yu-Gi-Oh, Lightsworn monsters were still just becoming a thing, where you could basically use your graveyard as a resource, just like your deck that you could pull from. And there's a lot of stuff that does that now, right? But it was getting into that point where you just, like, played solitaire with yourself for, like, actually 20 minutes, and you set up a board, and then if the opponent couldn't counter it, you won, right? And I was like, nah. I was like, I'm what, like, going into college, I'm 17 or 18 years old, I don't have the money for this shit, dude. I don't want to just sit here and play solitaire with myself till I fucking win 50 bucks from a card tournament. No thanks. And then they came out with, like, Super Link Monster, like, tuners and fucking overlay monsters and the pendulum thing I actually think is kind of cool. And all these new mechanics and stuff, and that's kind of neat. And they have Link Monsters, and the Link Monsters things was, like, extra super stupid because you would just literally play solitaire with your extra deck. And then they, like, you can only have one Link Monster out at a time now, and it's like... The evolution of Yu-Gi-Oh is a wild world. It's crazy. And it's also completely different, like, the meta for like, what's available in Japan versus what's available here. Like, there are just cards that are out in Japan that aren't out here and vice versa. So it, like, completely changes the meta. It's like the Chinese servers versus the US servers of Guild Wars 2. Card collecting's nuts. The reserve list is the thing for Magic where they can't reprint yet. I don't know if it's stupid, but, like, it's very funny to me that Wizards was like, we're not going to reprint these. We need to reprint these. Shit. You know? Yeah. Fusions and rituals that actually required, like, card investment, I was okay with, even if they were, like, super strong. Even the ones that, like, counted as a fusion thing were pretty strong. And then it got just, like, dumb. And I was like, all right, I'm kind of over this. I can see the cliff we're rocketing toward of, like, power creep. I am done with this game. My wallet is done with this game. But it's still fun, and the art's fantastic. And I think they had a Card Games on Motorcycles season where the main dude was the bad guy or some shit. So, like, that's kind of neat. Spoilers. But I think they chickened out of that. Oh, hello. Would you like to fight? Oh, fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck you and fuck this. No, Geode! Where are you? Geode, run. Run, run, run. Run. Run, run, run. Dang. Got pulled. I'll throw fish at him, chat. Nice, it's the good version. Song rules. should have been immobilized. I guess he kind of cleansed it. Oh, fair enough. They have a Zerg around there. I'm not going to fuck with that. Nice little skirmish. Stupid cheeseball warrior berserker build. I love this thing, man. Oh, man. I would need a cat to have a cat cam, Enigma. Otherwise, I would have a cat cam. I like have a camera pointed at my girlfriend when she comes over, but I think she'd get mad at me for that. I'd probably have to like label it something else. She's pretty much a cat. Dude, Ruby died like 3 years ago, not to be morbid. Maybe it was 2 years ago? Yeah, he was a good cat. He was a cat out of 10. Yeah, I miss him a lot. Like, legitimately, he was one of the best pets, if not the best pet I've ever had. He was fantastic. I used to have a orange boy chat, and he was renowned for screaming. Like, this cat just screamed. He was literally the best. He was a tiny little fluffy orange boy. I want to get another cat, honestly, but I need to know what's going on with the world. And if I get one cat, I'm going to get two. Because I've been doing more research on it because I want to be a better cat dad. And you're supposed to have like 2 cats so they can entertain each other and shit. So it's like way better for them socially. He had a good long cat life. Nah, he was great. He was really smart, but he would do this thing, Enigma, where he would load, right? And I'll do it too. He would he would go for food, and then he would stop in the middle of the kitchen and be like, what was I doing? And he would just stand there and load, and then he would do the intelligent thing. Yeah, I'm thinking of getting more rescues, because Ruby was a rescue as well. He just kind of showed up at, back when I was living with my mom's friend's place, and then I ended up with him. He was great cat. He was cat out of 10. But I would absolutely do a cat cam. I have a cat pillow. I could put a camera on the cat pillow. I feel like that would not garner the same amount of emotional response. It's very cute, though. I don't have to... Bro. I'm not gonna dress up like your fetish. I was helping Enigma port all his characters earlier, and they're literally all cat... white girl cat chicks. I can't talk. I play Norn ladies. I know what I'm about, but it was just funny. I can dress my girlfriend up like that. I'll let her know that's what you want, Enigma. I'll put in a request. I'll see what she says. I definitely won't get awkward looks and get smacked in the face. Now you're looking at their butt during a raid. It's great. It's like the creator of Stellar Blade spent what was it? 14 days rendering the main character's ass because that's what he's into. Oh no, it's a Bladesworn. I'm not gonna kill this guy. He gets to play the game. Yeah, exactly. No, it's a thing. Guys play chicks because that's what they like to look like. Chicks play cute things because that's what they like to look at. It's definitely a psychology thing. No, yeah, I'm playing a Norton chick. I get it. 100%. 100,000%. Ooh, is this a fight? Is this an even fight? No, it's not. Fuck this. Oh, man. No, that's another thing where it's there's a bunch of psychology with game design and stuff. Of who plays what and why. Again, half the reason I majored in neuroscience was just to figure out why I'm weird and what I'm about and what stresses me out so I could understand myself. And then I was talking to my friend who does game design, and he took a couple psych classes toward the end because he just had miscellaneous classes to throw at his major. Or after his major was done in undergrad. And he was like, dude, after you learn a bunch of this stuff, you forget other people don't know it. And I was like, yeah. And now apply that to the whole world. like how people can be tricked into farming dopamine on social media apps and stuff, is scary. The amount like we get manipulated on a daily basis is really good to know. I can't recommend psychology classes literally no matter what you're doing enough, like with your life. I mean, that's another one. Folklore is really good. I get inspired by, I mean, that's, different people are different, Dream. I guess I was generalizing. I get inspired by songs, so that's where a lot of my character design comes from, is I'll be listening to, like, you know, some kind of insane Phoenix song. And then I'll be like, oh, I'll make a Phoenix character. I have a manga I really want to draw at some point in my life, but A, I need to retire first. You can join, person. Sure. And B, I need to see if that's actually going to exist after AI bubbles out. Did you hear that fucking what's-his-name is getting $150 billion in equity or in stock options once OpenAI goes privatized, chat? What's his name? Tech Bro podcast captain. I can't think of his name. Sam Altman. Jesus. That's an insane amount of money, and he's already a billionaire. It is so much fucking money. Like, what are you doing with that at that point? Yeah, it's like pressing buttons and playing the video game. I like it. How did that whiff? I have questions. How did that whiff? Sure. Sure. Guy's playing the video game, chat. That was a duel, I'm sorry. You definitely should have had that. It's kiting us to shit. I mean, that's... Dream, it's... I don't know if it is Fennec. If it is, I'm sorry. I think Fennec was in here earlier. Fennec is, a chill broski. I like him a lot. As far as I know. The last interaction I had with Fennec was a pretty positive 6 years ago, so... Nope. Alright. Well, there you go. No, what was it? Yeah, it's all a magical space money once you get past a certain point. Like, there's a point of having so much money or earning so much money where you literally can't spend it. And yeah, he's hit it, so I guess that's the dream. He won capitalism. That's just so much money. And he's trying to raise like 7 trillion for another AI thing. Okay, I remember a point in my life where $30,000 a year was magical space money to me. It's... Fuck, dude. What do you do with that? Buy a country? I could buy ArenaNet, chat, if they weren't private. Think of all the Bladesworn buffs I could push through. We could actually fix Bladesworn. That's what I need to do. I need to found the next OpenAI. You know what I really need to do, chat? I need to walk into one of those investment capital firms, ripped out of my mind on as many drugs as I can find, and just see how much money they will give me. Don't do drugs, but like... Some of the fucking ideas I've seen are so stupid that are getting invested in. Is anyone going to use this? No. How much money did we raise? All of it. Okay. Yep, Sergio got power rationed. Have a good night, Sergio, if you're out there. Yeah, I've heard living in LA, like actually in LA sucks, Dream. But California's like a pretty okay place to live. As far as like the, you know, insurances and whatnot that you can get. It's like living in New York. Like if I was going to live in New York City, it would suck. I would not be able to live in New York City and do the job that I do. I would not make enough money. So I definitely empathize there. Or you could buy probably like a house for what you pay for like rent for 6 months somewhere else. But you know, you would have to deal with like getting water shipped to your house in bottles. I usually try to respect duels on Dueling Island, but that did... It looked like he was going to kill that guy, so I was like, well, we're interrupting this. Oh, so you're probably good. Yeah, fight. 1v1. 1v1. I mean, that's fair. That's just real estate before real estate was real estate, Dream. What was... Oh, this is another, like, what I was talking about, like, people just giving money for stupid shit. Enigma, go to friend.com. I want you to tell me what you think that is. Here's a fun game you can play at home, chat. If you're doing nothing, go to friend.com. I want you to tell me what you think that is. What product? I both love crap like this and I hate it, because there's so much good that could be done with this money. Right? If you're bored, it's not malware. Go to friend.com, because this thing, let me see if I can pull it up here. This stupid goddamn thing, yeah, is an AI necklace friend that you wear that constantly listens to you and like makes fun of you occasionally, and is absolutely not going to make you the target of all of the ridicule of all of your friends around you. They raised $1.8 million or something like that, and spent 1 million of it on the fucking domain name. I gotta do more drugs, man. Don't, but like, Jesus Christ. Which is technically a thing that you can do, I suppose. It's like, even if just like, I want you to put yourself in like an investment portfolio perspective. Imagine like your investment broker or whatever, because you're a millionaire in this scenario, coming to you and being like, we invested in friend.com. They just spent over 1/2 of the money they raised on a domain name for their stupid AI friend product. Even after the Rabbit R1 and the other thing that I can't think of failed spectacularly. The humane pin, that was the other one. And this is literally only a friend box that listens to you and sells all your data and talks to you. Oh my god. Talk about fucking predatory lending practice. Guys, look, if you... I'm not knocking people who are lonely. This is a thing, especially if in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. But like, if you need friends, come join Vanguards of Ascension. Enigma will be your friend. I am telling you, there are better ways to do this. Guild Wars 2 is free to play. Man, I almost want to get one. I don't know if it's like into joke territory where I can actually just buy one and give them to people as like a mean joke. It's like how back when I bartended a bunch, I stole this idea from someone else, but I really wanted to have a drink on the menu because it was all high class places. Except for one dive bar I worked at, where I really wanted to have a drink on the menu called the stupid shitty drink for shitty fucking jerks, because I knew people would buy it, and that's the joke, and be like, you know, they get super hammered, and they, you know, haha, and I'm not a jerk, and that's the joke. And we would absolutely, and like maybe have a bell go off every time someone bought one or something, because the world's, I told you, the world's just getting weird and stupid, and no one was ready for it. So things that couldn't be products now are, because... yeah, that's stupid. But if it isn't... okay, Sam Altman. It's nuts how much they were just brazen about it, too. We're just gonna have Scarlett Johansson's voice for this. Wasn't there a movie about that? Yeah, there was. Isn't she gonna sue us? Yeah, she is. I mean, if you're already doing an activity that works out, Dream, if you're just like going out and walking up to people and talking to them, that's an issue. I have a couple friends in Australia who they like run venues and stuff, and a lot of like the small village environment people where people just like come from a small village and will just, everybody knows everybody. So you just talk to people without knowing them. Like there's no social barriers, right? So you just walk up and start talking and it's like, yeah, but I know what you meant. Like just running on the street or running on the beach, you can like meet people and stuff. Nice, dude. Does she have those gigantic metal AirPods? Can you make fun of her for those? That's all I see runners running with here, and they're made of metal, and I can't imagine that's from your spine. I'm not talking about, like, the earbuds. I'm talking about the fucking over-the-ear metal headphones that will actually give you a concussion. They're good headphones, but not the new ones. I have a riddle for you, Enigma. Oh, that's nice. Make sure it's like vaccinated and stuff, but that's cool. Pro tip as well, instead of getting the cat a water bowl, get it a fountain. Like a rust-proof cat fountain. My cat loved that. And I only found it out like, you know, too late. They love that shit. All up to date. Nice. That's pretty cool. People only use normal headphones. That's good. I mean, I bought a pair of AirPods. They're not bad. Do they let you EQ them? No. Do they let you turn off the ANC? No. Not if you have an Android. Are they fucking expensive? Yeah. The tech's still cool. Yeah, moving water indicates cleanliness for cats, and they also just like playing with it. So if you get a little cat fountain, cats love that shit. And it's also novel to have like a little fountain in your house. Get one that's dishwasher safe though, that you could throw in the dishwasher if you have one. Much easier to clean. That's just my pro tip. Enigma, I have a question though. This is a riddle for the chat, right? My friend sent me this and it killed me. So you know how they have like maid cafes in Japan? Is Hooters, what's it called? Is Hooters the US equivalent of a maid cafe? Because it's not quite a strip club, but like, it's a strip club. I don't know, that killed me. That killed me for like 20 minutes. Friend sent me that shit, and I sent him back, is Tupac, is Tupac a Vocaloid? Because he had one of the first holograms. Fucking wild, dude. It's weird how we all, you know, everything just ends up being crabs. The convergent evolution of crabs in the world. Cultures may be different, but we're all secretly the same on the inside. We're all crabs on the inside. Y'all have crabs on the inside, chat. It's gross. Get that checked. Evolution's nuts, man. Even humans, or de-evolution, or wherever we're at with like the monkeys and the dopamine. Oh, fuck yeah. Y'all remember Ruby, chat, before it fucking switched to being an anime and then just canceled itself? I miss Monty Helm so much. He was one of the formative influences on my psyche. That dude was talented AF. Dude, you know what would be a fun fucking prank, Geode? Have somebody like dominate a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 tournament or something, and then it'd be like, and now we go live to like the player playing from his home, and it's just like a crab holding a controller, you know, or a fight stick. You're a Capricorn? I think that's the astrology sign. I don't go in for any of that astrology crap, but I know people like it. I know what I am, and I know what my girlfriend is, and I know of it. And I do ascribe to different people born in different signs have similar personalities, but that's about as close as I get to any of that. Because I also know how much of that stuff is made up. What are you doing? What are you? You're this one Herald, we're fucked. He was really good. Ah, it's a firebrand. Cool. Oh, it actually says block if it does the block check. That's pretty swish, actually. I kind of like that. I'm just gonna go over here and throw fish at him, chat. Ooh, he's like an offensive firebrand. Oh, fancy. An offensive firebrand that's really making me lag. Ow? We gotta kill some of these guards, man. Guards are the real issue. Because if he's not healing the guards, then that's what we go for. Maybe the Zodiac was right. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, maybe your horoscope didn't apply to Yuna. Maybe it was just like forecasting your Guild Wars 2 career. It makes more sense, honestly. Ow. Is he gonna get the new guy? I don't think that's a true projectile. Alright, we're good. Alright, I dodged Solar Storm, so I'm not gonna insta-die. It's pretty fun, honestly. You fuck off from the new dude. Good effort. He was doing it. He was playing the game. Some dude who's having fun rolling you as a character. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. As far as people rolling, you know. For me, it would be, I'm going to give this guy hilarious drive and also fuck up his back. It'll be his superpower. Thank you, Nebulous Deity number 60. Also, I'd like to... I kind of want to go test this before the stream's over. Maybe I'll do it off camera. I don't know. I want to test if the Mirage clone attack with dagger still dazes, because I know Gremny said it does, and that's really gross if it does, but I haven't checked it. I haven't been noticing it, but I still break bars with the ambush, so I'm assuming it does. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, no. Got the tower. That guy was playing the game. He was good. We haven't had a lot of even fights. Last time was even fight city, though, with the rush, so it's been pretty fun. I really do want to start theory crafting a druid, though. I don't want to start, like, just from Trailblazers, but if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I think I'm going to try to make it spear mace. Just to, because those are really strong, and also to sort of get that stealth ambush thing. Yeah. I'll be the best Guild Wars 2 player, but the catch is I can only play Bladesworn, right? That's just the cross that I built for myself. It's good for PvP. Enigma, I still maintain that. It's probably garbage in PvE. It is really clunky because it reveals you as soon as you do an attack. But they also gave it 2 charges on the actual stealth skill. So in terms for then I don't know, maybe I tried the wrong build or tried the right build. I'll look into it. When I was trying it on Soul Beast, it was pretty good, but I didn't try it on Druid. It's funny because this was actually a post on Reddit where it's like, it's funny how Ranger Spear was one of the most hyped ones, and it just turned out being one of the most meh spears. You've been playing. Oh, you're a scumbag. What does it run these days? Is it Druid? Yeah, it must be with Glyph of Tides. I know they've nerfed that build a million billion times, Dream, and it still exists. Decap Druid, where you like knock them off the point and immobilize them, so you get a couple points. I love that playstyle. A-Net hates it though. I really do think that there is a place for decap builds in PvP, like Spellbreaker Hammer, Decap Druid, but it's not something A-Net likes, so we'll see. Did you get it? Did you get the like super version, or did you just get the base version? Because I think the super version requires the tournament wins. Not fun for me to play, not fun for the enemy. Well, I'm glad you were both suffering. Not really. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I don't know how to make... I don't know what the magic bullet for fixing stealth in... Ooh, this might be an even fight. Fixing stealth interactions in this game is, right? I really don't know. How did that not hit him? I can't get to the guy to stomp him. Sick. I think we only have 2 people though, so we're gonna have to be careful. Maybe not. We got our pug who's level 16 and doing pretty well, honestly. One day I will cast Headbutt. It will be great, and there will be cake when I cast Headbutt. Sick. What? Oh, our pug died. Fuck. Alright, fair enough, I suppose. Oh, god damn it, guys. It's alright. They had more people, they should have won that. Shout out to the Amazing Spider-Man 2 for this dope song. Oh, it was close. That was really close. Fuck. Yeah, the floaty orbs, the tournament wins. Alright, fair enough. You have to get 22. Oh, that's... You can't... Okay, so you just can't make the slumbering version anymore. But if you have it, you... Interesting. Weird. That's kind of fucked, but also the 20 tournament wins were, like, awful, so I totally get that. Immobilized for 10 years? Well, Warrior has a lot of tools to deal with that, but I hear you. You gotta run Discipline or the Resilient roll trait, one or the other. There's no way around it. Or the Condi Reduction food, which you are running, so... You might be able to get away with the Condi Reduction food and something like, Antitoxin or Rune of Resistance or something like that, Holbrecht. That's weird. I suppose that's good, though. You don't have to do tournaments anymore. I don't know. I just think that there should be a 1v, like, you queue as a 1-person in PvP, and then you queue as a 5-stack, so you actually get used to the real game mode. But maybe I'm biased on that. I don't really know. That was a good fight, though. I like our new dude. I'm gonna drop you some buffs, new dude. Hang on. If you're a stream friendo, let me know. Wish I could mail you stuff, like actual buffs. Help them out here. Use them all plus antitoxin and discipline. Yeah, discipline I find is really good, but you need the hops. So maybe with staff it's not as good. That's what I was kind of noticing on my Bladesworn build as well, where discipline is good, but only if you have like frequent immobilized removal, you know what I mean? Otherwise you need a resilient roll, which kind of sucks. If you're already using that, then I don't have answers. Yeah, it's rough. Oh no. The enemies get the bonfire. Oh, our new dude died. Okay, new dude, don't give up. It's okay to be new dude. I almost got the Reaper that I was targeting. That's a lot. Fair enough. I think they went on to you after they killed him. I wish I could give this guy, like, build advice. Just trying out Ranger, which isn't bad. Shortbow Ranger is a pretty good one. Wanna, like... Oh, he left. Come back! I dropped a bonfire for you. Tragic. We need some Cell Dweller to round us off tonight, chat. Have to mow my lawn sometime tomorrow. Before it, like, dumps rain here again. Oh, chat. Hang on. Very important. Oh. Forgot I got that out. I literally can't gain weight for shit, so I've just started buying like $2 loaves of bread and just eating it on top of everything else I fucking eat every day. It's a shitload of food, but it's like the only thing that's worked. I gained 5 pounds last year. It was great. Yeah, we'll be back Wednesday, possibly for some theory crafting. I'm going to try to come up with a gear alternative for people who are celestial refugees. Let's see how that goes. I may be able to do it, I may not, but I'd like to give some tips, if nothing else, like Selly gear. Here's how you make up for some of the deficit that you'll have now. But I don't think anything should be able to really get to 100% boon duration, or heaven forbid condition duration in World vs. World that easily. Ah, fuck yeah. How many people is this? Do I have Geode with me? Nice. Whatever I have with me does a fuckload of damage. That's for sure. Sick. What's going on? I have a bunch of allies. Damn, they're mad. Allies are mad. There's always like one Azura. It's funny, no matter what I end up fighting, there's always like one Azura. Sorry, homie. Yeah. Diviners is really good. Diviners is very much the play if you are a power build. I'm just glad that it's like, you're going to have to actually spec into Condi damage, and I say that as somebody who really likes Condi builds. I've been trying to figure out what else they might possibly... Oh, we control this. What else they might, like, possibly nerf in the future. Diviners, maybe. Like, it's really good, but I don't know if... I feel like for Zerg engagements, right? Because this is how it was before Celestial Gear got introduced, or got introduced with concentration expertise. I feel like a lot of the Zerg engagements will go back to people speccing into support, which will be minstrels, or damage, right? And I have to, which is like Marauder gear or whatever, right? Trailblazer, very strong. Diviner, very strong. But I don't see those... Because this is more of a Zerg issue, at least the Celestial thing, right? And ArenaNet does not balance around roaming engagements, or so they say, you know, the stealth nerf notwithstanding. I don't know if, like, I mean, I use Diviners, I'm biased as fuck, but I don't know if they would do anything to try to adjust that. Maybe they would. I don't really know. Careful, there's a Mirage in here and he mad. Let's try, dude. I respect it. Yeah, Diviners, you do have to give up a lot of, or you at least have to spec into stuff, right, Dream? Whether it's crit chance on Guardian or Warrior or something like that. Like, yeah, I know what you mean. diviners, you definitely have to make a choice. And I think that's the important part, at least as far as the celestial change goes, is you're going to have to make a choice of what you invest into. Whether it's boon duration, whether it's tankiness, whether it's like condition duration for your immobilize or chill druids or whatever. You're going to have to give up some part of your build. And I think that's really important. And I think, honestly, that adds a lot more to the game than it subtracts. Because I don't want to just be God if everyone else is just going to do everything. I think that's really boring. It's like when they made all the traits, you know, homogeneous and do alacrity or quickness or whatever. I think that's really boring, actually. Do I understand why they did both of those changes for PvE? Absolutely. But I don't really like them for... I wish they could have split both of those, honestly, for PvP and World vs. World and left some of the Grandmasters alone or left some of the stats alone. And we're getting at least one of those changes fixed on October. And honestly, you know who I think is going to be complaining more than all the Selly Willbenders in the world who have been literal gods for 2-3 years now? I think that the Thief players will probably be complaining harder with the patch, and I think they will also have a bigger reason to complain, because Axe is getting dumpstered. It's not getting dumpstered, but it's getting dumpstered, right? 33 to 20 or to 7 is a big damage change. That one I agree with. The reveal duration didn't get... It's just like whenever they touch warrior and they don't explain it. The reveal change is way bigger to me, and it's sort of affects the macro game mode, and I think that's... I would like more of an explanation for that. I agree with it, but I would like more of an explanation for that. And I think Thief, for once, or at least with us, will be in the same boat as warrior, where it's like, okay, they took a bunch of stuff away. What are you going to give us in like 3 months or 6 months down the road, etc., to make up for this? You know, where's my power budget going in exchange for this? But we'll see. Maybe they get nothing. This Bladesworn man wants to play the game. I hear you. I feel it. You are the hero Gotham needs. Thank you for keeping the dream alive. He's even got like 10 might. He's running power food. He's running tactics. All right, he's running tactics. Well, just like, not even when they don't explain properly, when they explain, they don't explain stuff. Like, it's like all of the warrior changes didn't get explained. The Daring Dragon change really didn't get explained. The Dragon Trigger Boost 2 change didn't get explained. There was an NG one that was like 3 patches ago that just didn't get explained as well. Like, the Celestial thing got explained. The reveal thing, 0 lines of text about it. But it's just like, alright, well, whatever. Fuck it, I suppose. Because fuck them. That's the reasoning, right? So it is what it is. Maybe we could refresh our bonfire. Sick. Nice. Succeeding events. But we'll see. I think that a lot of, you know, we'll see. Maybe it'll have unforeseen consequences. Willbender will be shit. It won't, but maybe. I'm just so excited to get back into like build crafting and stuff, and that's why I didn't want to. I almost made the stream like I'm gonna see where Connie Mirage is with Celestial gear, but it's not really a good benchmark because A, it's going away in like a week, and B, I would just be fighting other things with Celestial gear, so is what it is. That's actually a really decent point. Reveal is another thing that they really haven't added to the game. And like, instead of adding reveal, they're almost like adjusting the stealth duration, maybe before they even add reveal. And yeah, Core Shroud actually has reveal on it, so it's one of those ones where it's like Core is better in some situations, especially I think they're buffing it on the 8th, so. You have time to get the 5 Astral Acclaim from the login, Maddie? That's sick. Yeah, if anyone has any like build questions or any questions about the game, let me know. Like I said, I'm going to be trying some things on the channel, just like little interactive things. Maybe they'll go well, maybe they'll go horribly, who knows? Stay tuned. Either way, it'll be entertaining. But I'd love to help you with your builds and stuff. So while I edit down the like 8 years of footage I have with Silhouette, as well as other builds, it'd be fun. Is it still fun? Is what still fun? Running around? Yeah. Probably go to EBG for the last little bit of this. No, we can't. Fuck no, we can't. Oh my god. Hi. What's up? You AFK in the game mode? That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Throw fish at you. How did that not hit him? See, high risk, high reward for disrupting throw, man. You gotta land with it. Well, it's like one of my favorite buttons in the game, because it actually is a skill shot. Nice try. Oh my god, he over there. Shift Signet OP. Everybody's running rocket boots, Jesus. Yeah, fair enough. I'm sorry. I know you were AFK. I want the camp. Core Necro's neat. It's the closest thing to a Dragon Ball Z class we have. Ooh, speak of the devil. And Core Necro shall appear up here. Hello. Oh my god, that's so much. Something in there is Condi. Something in there is Condi AF, by the way. I think it's the Weaver. We have to kill this Weaver. Like, sooner than later. Sick. I mean, they don't have food, but also, like... Ow. He almost got me. Oh, I should have done the Berserk mode thing. Dude, that's a Poison Cloud, or whatever it is. CPC? Yep. Nice. Something Core Necro doesn't have is stability, kind of like you mentioned, so... This guy kind of getting fucked up. It's making his Core Necro build work, though. It's very tanky. His friends probably respawned already. We're gonna have to CC him to death. Good effort. That was your 2v2. It wasn't fair at all because they didn't have food. Yeah, you can go to my YouTube channel and get the build link for that. Enigma. It's a 2-minute long video. Alternatively, you can run half dragons, half berserker, and use your brain. But it's just standard Deadeye stuff. I can link it to you in a sec. Jesus Christ, you got wheels, dude. Even for a thief, you got wheels. Nice, hit him. Sick. Spear Marshal got him. Yeah, if you chain your fears well, Core Necro can, like, fuck with you. Especially since a lot of them, unless I'm wrong, are unblockable. Are they back? Different people. Sick. Don't feel bad. Let's see what color this camp is. Oh, come on. Give us the 2v2. We won't run into the camp like babies, I promise. No running? Okay, well, we might run into camp like babies now. Oh, now we have to. Alright, into the camp like babies. We have a 3v2. The Mechanist is back, and he pissed. This thing dies first, it has to. Geode is down. Alright, well, now we play the fun game of Can They Catch Me, although that might be enough condis to not matter. You gonna try it? He's not even gonna try it. Alright, fair enough. Hang on. I'll get it for you, Enigma. Gotta port back. Ooh, they have another friend. You want the quickness one, or do you want just the video? Yeah, a weird amount of the fears are unblockable on Necro, and a weird amount of them aren't. Ah, it's Build Wars 2 guys streaming. Bet he's ugly and smells. There's my channel. Quickness is fine. It's in the description. If this is too complicated for you, you can just use full Berserker, but I made this primarily so new people would not die on fights. So it has some dragons in it. Can't type with my microphone in the way. Scroll up to see what Demonology said. Yeah, I think the Warhorn one isn't unblockable as well. And obviously the staff one isn't if you trade it. Unless you trade it, but a lot of the Necro ones are. Which is, I thought that was kind of going to be Necro's thing with like all the fears being unblockable for the longest time. Again, class flavor, right? Something I'm a huge fan of. Dude, we got a 1v1 this inventory. Just a little bit. I feel like there should be Guild Wars 2 inventory cleaning streams. Kind of like all the ASMR stuff. There we go, it's good enough, and my food hath run out. Oh, people periodically ask me about these. These are Karka potions. You get them from having all the camps captured in the Karka place, South Sun. They're actually really good, because it's like mathematically the most stat you can get from a utility without min-maxing like the percentage gain ones, or using the all stat like anniversary food, which may or may not be going away anyway. So yeah, they're really good, especially because toughness is one of the hardest stats to build for. I should not have salvaged all of that like that. Oops. But they do require blooming passion flowers to buy, which I have also heard have jumped in price. So that's pretty good, because Sigil of Absorption doesn't have a cooldown. If it's that good, I'd almost go Absorption Draining. I can never manage to actually interrupt stuff unless I'm on like an interrupt Mirage. But I do play on a controller, and I'm also bad. So it's kind of a thing. Hope you have 20 supply, sir. You could just corrupt the stab. I think that a lot of the Necro corrupts actually prioritize fear, but I could be wrong about that. Again, it's a really weird table. And it's also like per when the boons are applied and like per character. Some standardization on that would actually be lovely right in it. It might just be that like I feel like a lot of the fears are things that you cast and then it does an AoE. And I know that sounds like any other skill, but I mean like Spectral Ring or the Wave or even the Warhorn, where it just sort of like puts an AoE in space and then people run into it or something. So unclear. Also, obviously, a lot of the fears are unblockable, so might be easier there. God, I'm so excited for Willbenders to just not have pulsing Aegis all the fucking time forever. Even though they'll just run Diviners and it'll be just as bad. The pulsing Aegis on Willbenders, I know you out there, I cover typing angry comments and I've talked about this, but like, I know you gotta hit something for it to trigger, but Jesus. And if they nerfed Willbender, Revenant would be just as bad. It'd just be the next thing. It's really super stupid. Ebbs and flows. But thus is balance. I'm throwing a bitch-ass catapult. I was wondering, actually, could you do, like, hammer willbender where you jump on them and then, like, you jump on them with a hammer and then throw a shelter and it, like, knocks them in and out? I think that'd be pretty funny. Oh, is this down? Oops. How do I have, 12k gold more gains? I made a video on it. It's my most popular video on my YouTube channel. Go check it out. I tell everyone how I make all my money. It's just selling Gen 3 legendaries. And there is a guide on the YouTube channel. I can try to link it to you. Thank you, dude. Welcome. Yeah, if you have any questions, it's easy to get started. It's easy to do. You make your first one. That's probably the hardest, and then you just keep doing it. Gen 3 legendaries are super, super time efficient, though. No, I haven't actually spent money on anything in this game since the last balance patch I liked and actually buying Gen 3 Wilds. But if you don't know how to get started, like the Wizard's Vault obviously gives you a lot of startup capital now. You know, I know people like to use their Mystic Coins and their gold on other things, but if you use this, and this, you know, the Laurels will give you the Laurels, the gold will give you a decent amount, the Mystic Coins will give you another decent chunk of gold, the Laurels will give you all the mats that you don't, you know, you're pretty much not getting from the Mystic Clovers, and if you do all your daily achievements right before it's, you know, flips over, that's basically one legendary for free, so... No, it's... I park alts at certain hero points in End of Dragons. I do those just about every day, or I try to. That gets you the time-gated currency, and you just do map completion. It's the most relaxing thing in the world, too. And everyone was, like, freaking out. I told people this for, like, 6 months, and then I made a video on it, and half the... Well, not half the, but, like, a bunch of the comments in the video were like, don't tell people this, it's gonna change. And it's like, bro, since I started telling people and made that video, Gen 3 legendaries have dropped, but, like... They've dropped like 100 gold. Like, look at this. They still sell for like 2,300 minus trading post tax. They're still super worth your time. Yeah, that might be good though, Geode. Like, I mean, if you sold the legendary, you have the money, right? But there's gotta be a way to cheese that. I can't imagine they're gonna make you do a raw 5 times. That seems insane. Yeah, some went up. It's because no one wants to do the time-gated Imperial Favor stuff. This is a pretty-ass cat. Oh my god, this is what I'm talking about, chat. Like, people with cats that look like this. Like the orange and purple. I need help. Need help dyeing my cats. Which is weird to me, because they seem so much easier. I don't know. I'm not willing to fight them near that tower. They're just gonna run into it, and there's like 4 more people in there. I used to have 26,000 gold, and then I bought 2 stupid infusions and did a giant giveaway from my channel. Oh, man. I don't know, it doesn't make sense to not give your money away, or at least help new people, to me. Ooh, what's this? This looks fun. Fuck yeah. Oh, did he rally off something? That's shit. That's shitty. People that they're fighting, like, kinda, you know, our allies kinda suck here. Uh-huh. Got him. Never mind. Allies are holding their own. It's a rifle chrono. Fuck yeah. What were we talking about? Shit's on drugs, dude. It's so good. What's the phrase the kids are saying? All hopped up on goofballs? That joke was so good, my music ended. Dude, this is the luckiest chronomancer in the fucking world, I swear. Yes, I think we won that. I think we had more people than them, but I think we won that. Cool. I mean, the clovers are so much easier to get than everything, like, used to be, right? I think that's revenge on that other group that was bullying people here before, but I could be wrong. Thank you for reminding me. I need to buy my weekly clovers dream. I'm gonna go do that. Yeah, I do giveaways every Monday. I already did ours for this week, but don't despair. My bot usually picks new people. Or Maddie. So, feel free to follow. Or not. Don't make any money from this crap. Just do it for fun. Yeah, if you have any questions about the video or how to make money or how to get started or what insane build or anything I'm playing, let me know. Be happy to help. Dude, the spirit shards from the rush event for just like people playing the video game geode, no joke, very good. Let's take this camp. No, they're coming back. Well, a thief is coming back. I don't know what that portends. There was that, I swear you won like 3 weeks in a row or something. I didn't have as many people watching back then, but yeah. It's pretty funny. What's this thing got? 1 minute. You're brave. You guys are hungry for Dolyak meat. What's a Dolyak taste like, chat? I bet they're not that great. It's like how there are no horses in the Guild Wars 2 universe. Except there is like the weird staff, the lightning horse staff. So they have to be somewhere. Otherwise it's just like a mythical beast, like a unicorn that somebody came up with, right? I guess there's the weird Skyscale Pegasus thing. That's canon. Huh. Food for thought. I need actual food. Probably like cow. Maybe. I feel like they're like... Whatever horse... I've never had horse in real life. But I feel like they're whatever horses would taste like, but like... Kinda fattier. Somehow. Yeah, buffalo maybe. It's a whole category of things I haven't eaten. It's a vegetarian forever. Ugh, chat. It's been fun. But yeah, after we take this camp, we'll be back on Wednesday. I am Pseudo. This is Build Wars 2. I do lots of like build crafting, theory crafting stuff. Don't despair. Celestial's probably going to get nerfed at least a little bit, if not a lot. On the 8th, but there'll be plenty of stuff to play. And honestly, it'll add a lot more variety back into the game, if not actual class flavor. So I'm pretty excited for that. And I'm excited to see what people come up with, even if it's OP, Guild Wars 2, like Wellbender crap. Salamander, Guild Wars 2 combat, the system is an S tier. It is absolutely S tier. Try it out if you have never tried this game. Try the free-to-play. The actual system of the combat for an MMO in this game is S tier. It is absolutely the best combat you are going to find in an MMO, bar none. The balance is a different discussion, and it's kind of questionable in a lot of places, but that's just MMO balance, right? But if you haven't tried it out, this game is free to play, genuinely free to play. The pre-80 experience is very different than the post-80, but give it a shot, see if you like it, and the expansions always go on sale, and I can guarantee the Heart of Thorns Path of Fire expansion bundle for like $7 or $10 or whatever it is when it goes on sale. Absolutely worth trying. But yeah, this is Geode. Thank you for joining, Geode. Thank you, everybody. If you have any more questions, just throw them in my comments. Let me know. Feel free to ask me literally anything about this game. It's fantastic. I played it for like way too long, and I'd just like to dump my knowledge to people. So have a good night. We'll be back on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern for more streams, fun, roaming, theory crafting, etc. I am Pseudo. This is Build Wars 2. This is Sumo Psycho with one of their best songs ever. And I'll see you guys in Tyria. Let me get a sweet bow emote. And peace out. Have a good one. Cheers. As soon as I find my thing. There we go.